Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Olympic Ice Arena for today's CEG Divisional III matchup between the St. Vincent Bearcats and your Robert Morris University Colonials. I'm Caden McCrory, alongside me, Andrew Cosmo Komorowski. And Cosmo, the 22nd ranked team in the country, visits RMU tonight in a huge battle for first place in the top of CHG Division III division.
Yeah, this is a big matchup, middle of the season. This is kind of deciding the fates of these teams for the rest of the season.
It really is, and you see, maybe you get scared a little bit to see that there's a top 25 ranked team in the country coming to play you, but we look ahead to some of these games that they played. They beat IUP in the first game of the season. They split with Kent State, and then 3 straight shutouts against West Virginia, UPJ, and Duquesne. Back-to-back-to-back shutouts.
Yeah, that's some phenomenal defensive performances here from St. Vincent. And another big thing to note is they're really spreading the scoring around between all their guys. You see a lot of guys with 4, 5, 6 goals, but they don't have. It's tough to find a couple guys that really stick out. So, who's our key players, guys to watch on St. Vincent today?
For St. Vincent, that got to be the alternate captain, number 19, sophomore Zachary Radilla. 5 goals, 11 points, including 1 shorthanded. A team that is very quick, and it comes a lot from guys like Zach Radilla. Their leading goal scorer, Nathan Lochner, a freshman, out of the lineup, had 7 goals up to this point. He's out with a neck injury, so they're going to rely on some of these other depth players to get the scoring going. But for RMU, Cosmo, you've been there. You've seen how this team practices. You've seen St. Vincent before. What does RMU need to do to make sure St. Vincent stays in check here tonight?
Some definitely keys to the game here is RMU has to stay composed. St. Vincent is a super quick team, so we've got to be careful with the puck and sometimes take our time a little bit more to maintain possession. That's our first key. Second key, we got to get shots on net. We're facing a goalie who's on an absolute heater right now, so we have to shoot the puck. You're not going to score if you don't. And number 3, we got to lay the body.
Yes.
Again, for a quick team, that's the best way to counter is to lay the body and physically slow them down so they're not just skating circles around you.
Speaking of that goaltender, his name is Vincent Amatucci. He has 4 assists to his name, so he's also a disher from his own net. But going into the goalie statistics here, a 5-1 record, a 2 goals against average, just a 2.00, and a 941 save percentage. And as mentioned, 3 straight shutouts in his last 4 games.
Yeah, definitely a big challenge here the Colonials are going to face with him in net. But Colonials backed up by Gunnar Fulton, who has been playing equally as well this season, sitting currently at 3-1 with a 970 save percentage. So definitely another great goalie who's here to backstop the Colonials.
I say for the Colonial scoring, we talked about it's mainly that top unit has usually the one to get it going of Parker Smith with Justin Newton and the disher himself, Mr. Luke Rose.
Yeah, that top line for the Colonials is definitely bringing home most of the scoring. And then pretty much seconded by their second line, a line with consisting of John Betts, Ethan Bendekovic, and Zach Love. Another line that's a really high skill line. And then the Colonials with 2 great physical third and fourth lines behind that.
Gotta say, in recent years, Cosmo, you've been a testament to it. This third and fourth line is vastly improved, I could say, going into this season. Guys like a Bookman, like a Wade Daniels, like a Max Armaggiati, who know how to lay the body but can still provide that offense and that spark of speed when you need it.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, a couple years ago, those were guys who were probably in our top 6 as well. And that just goes to show the skill floor for this D3 Colonials team has increased significantly. The fact that guys that would be team leaders in the past have been dropped down to those third and fourth lines and can still contribute goes to show how much this team has improved in the last 4 or 5 years. RMU
coming off a humongous win last weekend against Case Western by a final score of, I believe, 10-1, if I'm not mistaken, Cosmo?
Yeah, that's correct.
10-1 against a divisional rival in Case Western. That's not a statement win if I haven't seen one myself here.
That's a great win to bring the spirits up, too. After taking 2 tough losses to the Division II team, Ohio University, that's a great way to bring us back up and back into it.
So RMU wearing the white threads tonight, St. Vincent in their black with green lettering. Very nice-looking jersey for sure. Not a fan of those yellow gloves we talked on earlier, but maybe a little bit of yellow in that jersey, or an all-green jersey I think would be pretty sick as well. St. Vincent, if you're listening, maybe a third alternate jersey or something.
Yeah, a little tip for you there.
Because if you're like RMU, I mean, you got 4 jerseys to your disposal now, I believe, with the reds, the blues, the whites, and what's the 4th one? Didn't you have like the grays to your disposal now as well?
No, I think D1's still wearing those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Zach Moss looking to start on forward. And along with Zach Radilla. And the captain, Jacob Holtzman, wearing number 81. Anthony Randelich starting on defense, number 5. And Vincent Amatucci, the one to mend the crease here for the Bearcats. The Colonials going from our far end, shooting towards us. And the boos for Coach Riffner from his own players. Ethan Bendekovic's line going to get to start. The freshman wearing number 3 centering this line. John Betts, the second leading goal scorer for this Colonials team here, wearing number 17. Along with Zachary Love, the Division I player, dropped down to D3 this season and enters the top 6 role. Oh, that's not the right defensive pair out there.
Yeah, it looks like a little mix-up there with the starting lineup.
It's Parzinski and Baker.
Yep.
Not Shirilli and Long. And then Gunnar Fulton, of course, tending the crease. But now send it to Mr. John Tucci for the playing of our national anthem. Stay tuned. Wonderful job, as always, by Mr. John Tucci to get us set here for this huge matchup between St. Vincent and RMU. Before this Thanksgiving break, it's crucial to get these points, especially on home ice in front of your fans. Go out with a bang here before this break.
Yep, absolutely. And as I said before, this is kind of a game that's going to decide the fate of the season for these teams. We have two teams that are coming in, I believe it's the top 2 in the league or close to it. This is kind of going to decide who the league powerhouse is going to be from here on out for the rest of the season. You don't have a lot of games coming up after Thanksgiving break, so it's important to keep the momentum that you've built up until this point before take a little bit of a break.
The last game on the schedule for the rest of November for both of these squads only had 2 total games in November to begin with anyway. RMU, of course, against Case Western, St. Vincent against Kent State, both being victorious in that one. 1 loss on the season, both sides divisionally, and here we go. Radilla in the draw against Bendekovic, wins that one back, and now Shirilli and Long are on the ice? Okay.
Yeah, I think they're whoever we had on the actual game sheet is who you have to start regardless who is out there for the anthem.
So the mix-up of Parzinski and Baker and Shirilli and Long end up hopping on the ice regardless. That puck will be turned over at center. Bendekovic moves it forward to John Betts. Nifty shot comes in, and a pad stop by Amatucci. To the point, Bendekovic on his backhand. Gives that one over to Zach Love, up high to the point. Shot coming in, redeflected by Bendekovic for the loose rebound, and stopped by Amatucci.
Yeah, that's a great opportunity there from the Colonials to start things off, especially against a hot goaltender like this. We're going to have to score in dirty areas. Bendekovic getting right there up in front of his face, getting a tip on net. That's exactly what you want to break open the scoring here early.
Brandon Luff's line heads out. Luff, one of the better face-off guys on this Colonial squad, couldn't win that one. All out here with Keith Kessler and the freshman Joey LaQuatra, who's had a couple of sneaky goals. Definitely a player to watch here for this RMU squad. That can definitely cause some havoc. Behind that, Brandon Luff with a huge hit behind him. That rolls in front. LaQuatra poking at it. It eventually popped free, but the net comes off. And Amatucci will get the whistle that he wanted. And it'll stay an offensive zone draw here for these Colonials.
Yeah, again, the Colonials, that's exactly what you want from your third or fourth line. Get the puck in deep. Luff bangs the body. They're doing their job right to the description right there.
Shigo against Luff. Shigo wins the draw. They're looking to clear this one out to the Bearcats towards center. Settling is Parzinski. Puck turned over. Coming towards the net, and a stuck away there by Gunnar Fulton. The chance going against Alex Schau, one of the freshmen for this Bearcat squad. At center ice, they'll move that one back to Devin Barrett. Loses that one for a moment. Barrett retrieves it once more off the give and go from his defense partner. Barrett off the end wall. Moves it off the skate. That'll go the length of the ice. Will it be enough for an icing? And it will be. RMU with a lucky break with a Bearcat right behind Luke Rose chasing that puck down.
Yeah, Bearcats bringing a surprisingly young squad this season for one that's had a ton of success. I'm seeing probably 7, 8, 9 rookies.
Yeah, just about.
On the St. Vincent squad. And definitely not a squad that lacks confidence. Usually you see with those younger teams, they're a little squirrely, kind of all over the place. But St. Vincent's settling in well, even with all of their younger players.
Some good recruiting from these Bearcats, staying local with a lot of these young local talents throughout the Pittsburgh area. Here's the Colonials looking to go through center off the stick of Newton, as it'll go into the corner. Avoiding the icing. Newton finishes his check. Down to retrieve is Luke Rose. Rose puts that one towards the net off of Newton, and that one will not get towards the crease. And now turned over, Caden Horton, one of the freshmen we did talk about, puts that one in, and that'll be an icing against the Bearcats just short of the line to gain.
Yeah, Colonials, great effort on the attack here. Have St. Vincent's pinned in early. 2 icings in a row, and St. Vincent's staying in their zone. I believe they've been without a change for the last probably 50 seconds to a minute. Yeah, so we got a tired St. Vincent squad on the ice. Definitely a scoring opportunity here for the Colonials.
Smith tied up on the draw. Puck eventually comes out and goes to Smith. Smith from up high fires one. Glove stopped by Amatucci with little traffic in front of the net. Now St. Vincent can elect a change if they want to. And it seems they're going to keep the same unit on here, Cosmo.
Yeah, definitely an interesting decision. I feel like this is a line that's probably pretty tired. We've had to go down and chase 2 icings so far and had a good defensive effort. So Colonials with fresh legs, St. Vincent with some, been out for about a minute.
Bookman off the draw puts that one on net, stopped by Amatucci. Looking to go in front for Ermajati, and the net come off. Yes, it did. That's the second time Amatucci's net has come off its moorings, and we're going to stop it. RMU gets to stay in their offensive zone, though. So take the negatives with the pluses here.
Yeah, and that would go no change for St. Vincent as well.
Bookman's line out here with Ermajati and Daniels. That fourth line grinding energy bunny line that I like to call them. As that one takes a weird bounce, Daniels keeps it alive for Ermajati. Couldn't get a stick on it, and St. Vincent can clear to the RMU defense. Ermajati puts that one back. Retreating is Rendelich. Pressured hard by Bookman. Rendelich with the clear. Pass Baker all the way down, and that'll be an icing against the Bearcats. That got to be number 4 or 5 at least here, and we're not even 3 minutes through the game.
Yeah, and I mean, St. Vincent, this same line has been on for, we're getting up here around the 2-minute mark, so Colonials could opt for fresh legs again and really hem St. Vincent's in here.
They're only going to go with the defense switch, keep the offense out, but at least you're going to get some fresh bodies on the ice, but they like what they see from that Bookman unit. Might as well keep them out. Bookman wins that into the corner. Daniels the one to pressure Rendelich. Sends that one up for Horton. Horton sends that across ice. Bearcats were offsides, had to touch up. And now here comes a beeline from a couple Bearcats to get off the ice. As at least they'll get 2 fresh men on. Daniels got a stick on it, couldn't handle it. Will roll back now. Noah Long through center, off a stick of a trailing Bearcat. And here comes Zach Love entering the zone. Love on his backhand, dropped over for the redeflection. He couldn't get the stick on it, was Bookman right on the back door.
Bookman, you saw his eyes get big there in front. Puck trickled across. Thought he had it, loses his footing. Just can't bury that puck.
Sorelli puts that out for Love. Couldn't get the pass off. That'll go behind the net towards Fulton. Stick goes flying of Daniels. He can now recollect. Long pushes his hard man into the wall. Up high goes to Rosado. Rosado towards the net. That trickles wide. Love looks to clear. He got that one. Colonials are going to look for that change, as Love was the only player who was supposed to be on the ice offensively, and now his line mates can pop on. From out loud, it's Zach Radilla. Shot, pad stop by Fulton, kicked out to the wall. Long through center, off the stick of Love, trailing towards center. Love can collect it, get the center line, and throw that one in, as well as avoiding the check. Nice work from 24 in white. Betts couldn't put that around. Now with some speed the other way is Rowan Alexander. Alexander takes that shot, rolls behind that, a chance in front off a loose change bounce. And another one comes in, pad stop made by Fulton. And as it seemed, we had about 6 whistles in that first 3 minutes. Now we got continuous play for the last 2.
Yeah, we got a lot of quick hockey going in here, end to end as well. No team really setting up in either offensive zone.
Here's Betts dancing in. Works his way to the backhand, loses it into the corner. Off for Bendekovic. Off for Keith Kessler now. Gets dragged down to the ice. Tries to move it to Bendekovic. A little out of his reach and now gets there. Bendekovic in front for Kessler. Couldn't pull the trigger. Up high now to Parzinski. Down along the wall for Bendekovic. Over to Kessler. Lost in his skates. Plays that one back in front. Betts gets the block away. Over to Bendekovic. Couldn't get there. And that'll roll towards the blue line. And a stick lifted from 54, Alex Schau. Schau moves that over to the backhand attempt here. Towards another Rosado. Couldn't bury it.
Yeah, both teams really thriving on the fast break so far. Most of our opportunities are coming right after a zone entry. I haven't seen either team really set up and try to establish an offense in their zone.
Aaron pass end up picked up now by Luff. And playing a little catch there with Anthony Rendulich. Parzinski over to the captain, Brian Baker. Still left without a goal as the captain in his 5th season with this Colonial squad. Definitely something you got to think is in the back of the mind of the RMU captain.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it was the same theme last year. He went most of the year without a goal. It was either right around or right after Thanksgiving break. He finally got one at Case Western. And at that point, it was like the monkey's off his back. And that really opened the scoring for him for the rest of the season. So hopefully we see that from Brian Baker tonight so he can contribute a little bit more on the scoreboard.
There's Joey LaQuatra aiming for the ceiling above the netting as well as that puck will exit. That took off a St. Vincent bounce. But the scoreboard almost taking a little bit of damage after that attempt there from Joey LaQuatra.
Yeah, definitely. That puck was straight up and into the ceiling. Off a St. Vincent stick.
Field goal is good, and RMU now leads 3-0. One forward by Smith. Fires one from a sharp angle. Net comes off of Amatucci just to quickly put that back on. Smith walking the blue line. Throws it hard into the corner. Coming down is Shirelli. Shirelli from out wide fires a sharp angle. And Amatucci right there to make the stop. Nothing too crazy in front of Vincent Amatucci so far. Feel like the rebounds are maybe what RMU might have to make their money on in this game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Colonials are taking a lot of unobstructed shots right now. Shots that are pretty much one-on-one with the goalie, but we're shooting oftentimes right into his glove. So I think key to success from here on out is we have to shoot to generate rebounds rather than the shooting to score while we're stationary in the offensive zone.
Shirelli gets a handle on it, moves it forward to Luke Rose. Now through center, Rosado coming down, gets a stick on it. Tried to go for Smith. Did the Colonials. Couldn't break out that pass. Fulton behind his net will hold. Gives that one off. Goes around now to Parker Smith. Smith chips it off the wall, trying to go for Newton. Lifts the stick, gets around, and it's a 2-on-1. Newton for Rose. Couldn't settle. Plays that one behind the net. Newton to one to chase. Newton plays that one down. Smith into the left corner. Looking for the clear is Motil. Or Alexander, excuse me. Now through the middle to Logan Connolly. Towards the RMU bench and chipped in. RMU will make a change offensively here. 13-15 left in the first period. Still scoreless between St. Vincent and RMU. Ermajati off the stick of Rendulich at his own blue line. Gives that one back. Gives it over to Rowan Alexander. Off the wall, chipped forward for Holtzman. Rodilla the one to chase. Rodilla for Holtzman. Crashing down. Fires one. That one goes over the net.
Yeah, great opportunity there for the Bearcats. Again, teams here really thriving off the fast break. That was a couple quick passes on a net for St. Vincent's, and that's where our goals are going to be scored today.
Smith still on the ice. Will air that one off of the moorings at the top of the arena, and will get the whistle, and now he can come off the ice finally for Mr. Wade Daniels to hop on.
Yeah, I mean, great decision there by Parker Smith. Puck in the ceiling is a free change for both teams, so definitely a good executive decision there.
Only downside would be the defensive zone drop. But sometimes you got to take what you can get when you've been on the ice for over a minute.
Yeah, definitely.
Bookman's unit on. They'll win that one back to Parzinski. Sends that along the wall. Ends up getting blocked away by a Bearcat. Ermajati dancing behind his own net will lose that one as he gets bodied hard into the end wall. That'll roll up high to Barrett. Gets crunched by Daniels. Bookman chips that around. He'll roll to center ice. As Daniels playing the body hard. You know how he likes to get physical and down dirty. And he's really shown that early on in this one. Turned over to Holtzman. Dancing in. Goes out wide. Couldn't connect on the pass to Alex Schau.
Yeah, Colonial's looking like they're working well on that key to win so far of laying the body. Especially this fourth line of Daniels, Bookman. And, yeah, they're definitely doing a great job of laying the body so far.
Hagen gets bodied hard behind the play. Bookman turning at the blue line. Loses it. He will have to chip that one in. Smart play by him so he can head off to the bench with Daniels. Love picks off that pass. Turns on the brakes at center. Works his way forward, gets across the blue line. Zach Love Across, hits Bendekovic in stride as he gets thrown hard into the wall, and he's a little shaken up. Very slow to his feet is Ethan Bendekovic.
Yeah, that's an ugly play there.
He's laboring.
Yeah, I wouldn't even ask for a penalty call there. It's just unfortunate he loses his footing when he's moving with speed like that.
Trying to get to the bench here, just couldn't get much stride in there, but eventually he can head off. But the icing in St. Vincent, and now the referees have to decide which Bearcats are guilty and have to stay on. But we got to pay attention to the bench here to Bendekovic, as the trainer is going to make his way over noticeably to check on him.
Yeah, Bendy definitely skating off. A little banged up after that one, so hopefully he's all right. He's definitely a key player for this Colonials team this far in the season.
Luff off the draw. Couldn't win, kept alive at the blue line. Oh, Adam Shirilli drilled from behind, and LaQuatra's in to meet, and that was a possible disqualification call here. The referees might have to talk about this one.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit that you just don't want to see. Straight from behind, 2 hands in the back.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's definitely one the referees are going to have to talk pretty hard about to figure out how they're going to assess the penalty to that one.
So the trainer hasn't been aware that, no, he's going to come on now, but that was right to the numbers of Adam Shirilli. And he's going to get up under his own power, which is good to see. But man, oh man, that was a not very clean check to the numbers of 23. Yeah,
definitely an unfortunate break there for the Colonials in the last, 20 seconds? 2 Colonials going down into the boards with some force. Not what you want to see when your team was starting to gain a little bit of traction there.
It looks like a Bearcat is in the box. I can't tell.
Yeah, I definitely
I don't know.
I didn't see anyone go off, so it looks like he just got we got a 5 for that one.
Yeah, got a 5.
But in this age group, it's just a 5, not a 5 in a game like you'd see in youth hockey.
But a big 5-minute power play for RMU. But the key thing is here, Cosmo, is you're without one of literally your best power play players, and Ethan Bendekovic.
Yeah, Colonials are going to have to find a quick replacement. Looks like they went to LaQuatra now. He's in front of the net with Love, Rose, Newton, and Parker Smith.
LaQuatra, the one to chase, lets that one go all around to Parker Smith. At the blue line, gets a little chip on it, turned over to Newton. Newton out wide, fires one, and that goes wide of the net. Zach Love sends it into the corner to Joey LaQuatra. LaQuatra lets Smith get there. Newton at the blue line, keeps it alive, plays it down low. Newton with the block. Sends it around the wall. Rose got to skate down, racing against, and will be cleared out by Nico Manalakis.
Yeah, Colonial's really struggling to keep a good possession and find a good rhythm so far in that power play. Seemed like they kept on going around and around and around on the wall rather than someone kind of just keeping possession and slowing things down.
Rose hops off. Baker comes on as that'll roll towards it. LaQuatra coming and try to get a little extra Love tap in there. Blocked away there by Anthony Rendelik and stopped by Amatucci. But under about a minute-ish gone so far, but you still got about 4 minutes to work with here, Cosmo. The big thing here is I just think you got to keep peppering these shots on Amatucci.
Yeah, absolutely. You have 5 minutes of power play here to work with. We got to get a couple shots off from every power play unit that comes on here.
Bendekovic is back on the ice, which is amazing to see here if you're a Colonial fan. Here's Betts. Skates his way down into the corner. Looks to go up high with this one. Betts sends that one down. Looking for Luff backdoors. Bendekovic doesn't have him. Now goes to Baker from out wide. Baker goes across out of the reach of Betts. Betts turning on top of the left circle. Fires one towards the net with traffic in front. Kessler couldn't get a stick on it. Fixed it. Thanks, Cosmo. Taking over for a second there. LaQuatra loses that one now to Zach Love. Roofs this one up high. Walking is Smith. Fires that one, and once again, the Moorings playing a huge part in this one. This time an accidental Moorings shot off the deflection, and we'll get a stoppage here at 8:46. 2:31 to go on the penalty, though. As you know, you seemingly thought you had a lot of time with 5 minutes on the penalty clock, and that's how half gone.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes gone, and Colonials really haven't had a shot here that's been a great chance. Couple good looks, but that have missed wide, but no shots on net that have been something that look like they're going to generate a scoring chance.
Manalakis, the one to skate it down, gets met hard by Newton. Newton with a long pass out away from Love, and RMU will get the icing. Love had a chance to get there, elected not to with the Bearcats storming back.
Yeah, so definitely looked like Love could have won the race if it was on a quick there, but instead kind of lets the puck go by. Colonials will reset in their own end.
Smith, LaQuatra, Love, Newton, and Rose, the unit out here for Coach Riffner. who, of course, did get booed in the opener by his own team, as he does before every home game. And I don't know, is that an away thing too?
No, it's usually quieter when we're definitely away. Must be a home game thing.
Okay.
Kind of like the commissioner coming on stage for the draft. Same kind of deal.
In front for La Quatra, couldn't hit off the pass, and Dino Capizzoli will send that one the length of the ice. Here's Fulton, leaves that one off. Almost a miscue there as Love had a man draped all over him. Love looking. Gets it over to Brian Baker. Now into normal power play time, and $1:37 left on that power play clock. Smith into the far corner for Keith Kessler. Kessler along the wall. Gets that stripped away from him, and that'll be sent to center, but luckily Bendekovic coming on the ice can retrieve. Bendekovic, the give and go with Betts. Couldn't handle the pass, just a little bit out of his reach, but not a great power play showing so far, just a little sloppy with these passes so far.
Yeah, definitely the story of the power play here is the miscues with poor puck control. Colonials really just can't hold on to the puck so far, and that's where they're struggling on the power play.
Betts tried for the wraparound, goes up top to Baker. Baker settling at the blue line, fires one down, and that hits off the post. Betts will pick that one up.
Great battle there in front of the net by Keith Kessler.
Still going.
Yeah, great job to screen the goalie, mix things up in front, but Colonials can't get a meaningful shot off and can't score from no shots.
Fulton with the errand up pass to Betts. Gives it off, and Kessler just couldn't settle it. And now Betts at center. Enters the zone, couldn't quite get there. Luff backs that off to Bendekovic, works out wide. 30 seconds to go on this penalty. Stick goes flying out by Zach Radilla. Bendekovic loses it to Rendelik as he looks to clear. Betts gets a stick in. Bendekovic back to Betts. Errand pass. Down goes Rendelich as he's now a little slow to get up. 17 seconds now on this power play clock. Ermajati to won the carry. He sees time's left. He's going to take it. Ermajati into the corner. Rendelich right there, and will send it over the head of Radilla all the way down, and that will do it for the St. Vincent penalty kill.
Yeah, I mean, after a 5-minute power play, you would hope the Colonials are going to get out of there with at least one on the board. But they come out of that with 0, and definitely not a lot of shots they contributed there either.
Shaw set free, one of the other top point getters from the Bearcats side of things, so good to have him back if you're a Bearcats fan after 5 minutes in the box. Daniels off for Vukman. Dancing through center of Rister on net and stopped by Amatucci with the pad. Ermajati behind the net for Daniels towards Vukman's area. Couldn't pull the trigger. Now the other way. Backing up is Jack Jones. Gets that puck stripped away from him. Chance for the Bearcats coming down. Pad stopped by Fulton. Up high, this puck will roll. Daniels with some speed will enter. Daniels from out wide fires. Glove stop by Amatucci with Vukman crashing down. 5:27 to go in this first period.
Yeah, both teams really quick on the breakout so far. I think that's definitely something to mention is that both teams are out of their zone usually within one pass. Definitely a super fast-paced game. Colonials definitely going up to the speed of St. Vincent's for this game.
Smith units quick to come back on here. Baker crashing down. You see 4 Colonials just outside the faceoff circle trying to draw something up. Smith couldn't win that one, but it will go back to Baker. Too hard of a pass, and now Mason Hagan has to get back. Hagan goes out wide, turned over. Luckily, Rose in the vicinity can clear that to Smith.
Yeah, that's definitely a dangerous pass to make there in your own slot, trying to feed one through.
Newton for Smith fires one, a knuckler, and that will head wide. Hagan to the corner to Luke Rose. Gets bodied there. Rose holding his body. Turned over to Newton. Newton wrestling away, still going, looking for a holding call, and there will be none given. That is close to an icing. Will it be? It will. Icing against St. Vincent, and this will come all the way down. The opportunities here, Cosmo, between the power play, the icings, the chances in front, and RMU just hasn't seen, a lot of quality chances in front of this netminder.
Yeah, Colonials definitely, they've had plenty of time in the offensive zone. They just haven't been getting meaningful shots. I think that's the key. They've been taking a lot of shots where the goalie squared up to them where he can see the puck completely. Not a lot of shots that were either moving side to side or with bodies in front. That's the issue that we have so far is no one's in front of the net.
And there will be another icing against the Bearcats. One there by Manalakis, and just sent it the length of the ice with his wingers nowhere really there. And he goes, yeah, that's on me. I just won that forward and just, sent it.
Yeah, we'll try that one again.
Manalakis against Brandon Luff. Luff stepping in here. Left-handed centerman wins that back. To the point. Shot coming in by Long. Ray deflected, almost sneaking past. And those are the type of shots that you want to see if you're a Colonial fan.
Yeah, definitely. They got to get pucks to the net with traffic in front. There it is again, trying to poke the puck out to Luff in front.
LaQuatra behind the net, circling. Sends it on net. Rebound was there. Kessler couldn't get a hold of it. Kessler's been in front of that net with plenty of chances. Getting closer and closer, and he's been kept quiet off that score sheet for quite some time.
Yeah, he's definitely a good guy you want in front. He's tall, he's big, he's willing to throw the body around, someone that you definitely don't want to meet up with in front of the net.
Just like that, a huge hit there from Keith Kessler. Sends it to Parzinski. Through the middle, turned over, but getting across there was Luff with some good body contact. Under 4 minutes to go. Long, behind the net, plays that one over. Parzinski, 4 bets, couldn't get a stick on, and that'll be an icing. RMU trying to get the change off, and a couple guilty parties are sitting down thinking, did I get away with this?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to pull Parzinski and Long back on the ice for that one. And they were definitely tired trying to sneak off there when the referee wasn't looking, but they'll bring them right back on.
Same with Joey LaQuatra, just caught in the mayhem. So Betts ends up having to be the one to take this draw. Betts wins it forward. Maybe something to keep an eye on if Betts can keep winning faceoffs like that. Caught into the wall here, a couple Bearcats tied up with a couple Colonials. And it'll come out to Betts. Betts just going to hold here. Looks for his pass. Goes out wide to Kessler. It'll exit the zone at minimal. And now Kessler out wide to Betts. Gets the center line, holding. Gets taken down. Now a chance the other way for Holtzman. Holtzman dancing through center. Puck tied up and get taken away there by the Colonials. Bendekovic for Love. Pass wouldn't go. Rodillo with just a chip in. Stepping up is Jones. Shot from up high coming. Stopped away by Fulton. At the top of the circle, Baker with the chip attempt. Jones gets a hand on it. At the blue line. Rolls out the center net to Luca Rosado. Sends it off of Jones and all the way down. And now St. Vincent has a chance to change behind the play.
Yeah, Jack Jones definitely a player who's been quiet in today's game. He's a pretty offensive defenseman. Usually you hear his name a little bit more as he carries the puck into the zone.
Here's Bendekovic from out wide. That one goes up high, and Amatucci will squat down to make that stop. RMU can finally get that change. That unit's been on for quite some time. They couldn't get a chance to get off the ice, and now they do.
Yeah, it looks like they're going back to this 4th line. A line that I really like, a line that's really willing to lay the body. Definitely what you need in a game against a team that's as fast as St. Vincent is.
On the draw, Volkman couldn't get there, tied up with Shigo, as those two friends say a quick hello at center to each other. That'll roll out now to Mike Rodilla, the brother of Zach Rodilla. Towards the net, a shot deflected and goes wide. Ermajati, body, reverse hit by Ermajati, and a clean one at that. Daniels, off the glass, pokes that one towards center. Vickman puts that one around. Volkman coming in from out wide, fires one. Amatucci gets the blocker on it. Trying to head around. Newton, frayed off the bench here. Using his feet, pushing it down forward.
Great battle by Newton there, able to free the puck up for the Colonials to dump it in deep.
Daniels tied up there. Eventually will come out. Skating back with it is Newton, kind of playing a defensive position here for Hagen, as Hagen was a little tied up, and now Newton gets a cross check to the back of the head, and the referee's going to let that one go. Probably get some warnings here at the end of the period, but letting them both play. Here's Parzinski skating in. Parzinski from out wide, pad stop, goes for his own rebound, and will body that one away in front of the camera here. Parzinski shakes the hit away. Shot from Hagen, goes down low to Smith. Smith up high, couldn't hit Newton. Rose keeps it alive. Rose on his backhand. Tries to go off the back of the net, ends up going a Bearcat way. Manalakis up high for Hagen, just a quick send in. Colonials touch up, and now on the chase here with about a minute to go. Around this will roll. Hagen stepping up. Finishes the check. Hagen applying the pressure from his defensive position, turns the turnover, and that one will not go. And now Rose going to play defense here with the pressure coming from Bergman.
St. Vincent's, again, super quick on the breakout. It's one pass and they're out of their zone. Definitely something that they do really well and definitely brings up their overall speed of play.
Looking to move it down. Menelakis met by Long. Smith with the reverse hit, trying to dance through. Smith chips it off the wall. At the blue line, kept alive by Alexander. Met there by Smith. Smith still trying to get around. Eventually goes to center. And I think they're going to call an offsides here on the Bearcats.
Either an offsides or They called him the Colonials touched the puck. It looked like he might have got a hand pass
Maybe?
there.
I couldn't
Tough to
see
tell.
It. Yeah, it was hard to see the hand signal from here, Cosmo, but it's going to come outside regardless, so I'm going to assume offsides.
Yeah, that's what I'd have to guess.
Just because of where the draw is happening. So outside the zone, one forward, shot coming in. Fulton standing tall, that huge frame, standing 6'6", it seems, in that goal crease. Can get up high to make those stops.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that puck might have been going a good couple feet higher than that, but Gunnar Fulton still stands tall to grab that one. Definitely a goalie who's really great side to side, especially because of that big frame.
Draw one by Luff. Jones works around the wall here. Still no sign of Adam Shirilli here. It's something we got to get an update on here at the end of this period.
Yeah,
See if he's good to go.
It looks like he's still sitting in the penalty box with the EMT, so either still being attended to or just hanging out there with him. We'll have to see if he comes back out for the second period.
Huge loss. You can't go. 2 seconds and one. That'll roll on net. Oh, almost takes a fun bounce to almost getting past Amatucci. But at the end of one, we were scoreless at 0-0. And don't call me shocked in this one. Two great goaltenders and two heavyweights. You would think the scoring would be pretty well.
Yeah, definitely. And two teams that play pretty well defensively as well. Two quick teams. Definitely saw a coast-to-coast battle in this one. Teams that are quick on the breakout, quick to get the puck, all 200 feet. But yeah, what do you think so far?
Well, I think obviously I think RMU's had most of the possession, and that's one of the key things I think if you're a Colonial fan you want to be proud of here. But once again, you're just not getting those quality shots off. You saw a couple chances with guys parked in front, some good shot attempts. Of course, the netminder standing tall in that one. But for St. Vincent, what do you think for them? Besides, of course, getting more O time.
Yeah, I mean they've definitely got to spend more time in the zone. They're playing really well off the fast break, and that's definitely where their key to success is. If they can keep beating the Colonials with speed, especially around to the outside, that's where their goals are going to be generated from. So definitely keep up what they're doing on the breakout and moving through the neutral zone quickly, and definitely stay out of the box as well.
Yes.
I believe that their only loss to Kent State came because of them getting into penalty trouble. So
yes, just about 35 minutes of penalty time in that game
yeah,
for them.
so they've definitely got to watch out with their penalty minutes here against the Colonials if they want to succeed. And the Colonials, the opposite end of that. They're going to have to find some success on the power play if they want to win this game.
Adam Shirilli is skating off under his own power with Brian Baker, talking with him and Ermajati. So that'll be good to see. We'll get an update, obviously, in the intermission on his status. But from the Olympic Arena, we're tied at 0. We're going to be back in about 15 minutes with period number 2 of the Bearcats. We're back with the second period of play here from the Olympic Ice Arena. It's the Robert Morris Colonials and the St. Vincent Bearcats, the battle for first place atop the CHE Division III title here. And Cosmo, after that first period, RMU had about, I don't know, say 17 to 18 shots on net according to PA against Mr. Phil Baczynski, but not a single one got past Vincent Amatucci.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're taking a lot of uncontested shots, but shots that the goalie's cleanly lined up for. We got to take a lot more shots where we can either get the goalie moving side to side, or we're taking shots that are meant to generate a rebound, instead of taking these pretty much uncontested shots that are low scoring opportunity.
A little update on Adam Shirilli. He is getting evaluated in the locker room at this time. His status to return is questionable, as they were going to make sure he's good to go full 100%. Karen, Mr. Max Tepsick said that, a little shaky in the locker room, but maybe he said he was okay, but just got to get through the protocols he needs to re-enter the game.
Yeah, definitely for that kind of concussion stuff, you want to definitely be on the side of safe. Your brain's pretty important. You definitely don't want to mess with that.
Yes.
So all the best for Mr. Shirilli. Hoping for a healthy result for him.
So this time around, Baker and Parzynski are scheduled to start defensively with Parker Smith, who was on for, I don't know what reason he was on the ice, but he got to get off now. Ben Dekovic, Betts, and Love's unit is the one that was supposed to be out there. I don't know what's going on with trying to get the right lines out to start the games, but come on, Coach Riffner. We got to do a little better than that.
Yeah, we got to pay a little attention to who's on the ice. Right now it's kind of just people end up on there and we
You're like,
take a
I'm
gas.
on? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm starting, I guess. Here's Betts from way out wide. Glove stuff from Amatucci. And honestly, Cosmo, I don't like that, I do like that shot opportunity from Betts trying to go up high.
Yeah,
Maybe saw a little bit of open room.
Yeah, I like that. Betts is definitely someone who thrives on the shot off the rush. Most of his goals so far this year have been off the rush, off that shot off 1 foot. That's where he scores his goals. So that's definitely a shot you want to see him taking as much as he can if the Colonials are going to score here to start the second period.
Off the draw, Ben Dekovic. Down behind is the net of Amatucci. Love circling out with his backhand towards the net. That'll roll behind. Ben Dekovic and Betts both have a chance to pick it up here. Betts Sticks that one away, gets that one out of the air, up high to Zach Love. Love shot coming in, deflected, and ends up rolling towards Amatucci, but wide. Now at center, Zach Love settling on this fresh sheet. Dancing away, gives it back to Brian Baker. Through center, Betts. Plays this one back defensively. You can tell Betts this season, Cosmo, has just really settled down his game and is doing pretty smart things. There's a shot going way out wide off the shot of Tyler Shigo.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely one of the more confident players on the Colonials. You could definitely tell that he was someone that played up at that ACHA Division I level. Someone that he's always skates with his head up. He's got some great stick handles. He's someone that when he has the puck, you're confident he's going to do good things with it.
That puck goes sailing into the netting, almost hitting a spectator, unexpectedly seeing it. Oh, they're going to try to go through the netting. That's a bold strategy there, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them.
Trying to go back up and over. Looks like they gave up now. They tossed another puck out of the penalty box.
You got to go over the netting. Unless you get it underneath. They did not go underneath. They just put it right through.
All the way up and over. They went right square in the middle.
That's a lob pass, if you want to call it. The netting won't budge. And there's a tiny hole. There's a hit thrown there by who else but Joey LaQuacha getting that physical game going. Shot coming in. That'll be stuck away by Fulton. Towards net, it'll roll. Manalakis had his man in front, couldn't hit him. Kessler off the glass. Very close to exiting play. Does not. And now LaQuacha with some steam almost turns the puck over. Jack Jones, the one to defend here, getting back first. With pressure coming, plays it along the wall. To Noah Long, turned over in front. Jones gets a stick on it to break it up. One more chance. Jones once again covering up for his netminder.
Yeah, Colonials, we definitely need a little more attention to detail there. Passes in our own zone have to be tape to tape instead of just kind of sending one around on a whim, hoping someone's there for it.
Jones of LaQuacha gets taken down by the Ice Monster. Shot will be thrown in and wide of Fulton. Kessler with pressure coming. Plays that one to the back of Jones. Jones loses it in his feet. Pass comes in front. Oh, Fulton went for the cover and missed it. Long for the errant pass. Tried to find Kessler. That'll hit off the boards and behind Amatucci for an icing, 17:36.
Yeah, Colonials are going to be pinned in their own zone there after Long sends it out for an icing. And Long making a return after being out for a couple games with an ankle injury.
Yes.
He made his first start back against Case Western last weekend and is now back to full strength today against Case Western.
Yeah, he called it the Noah Long effect. That, of course, you go to Case Western and he put up a 10 spot, and Noah's going to take all the credit for it.
Yeah, obviously, he's back in the lineup, making a big difference.
Oh, coming across, and the net comes off. But, out of play there.
Another puck up and out of play.
More souvenirs, everybody. But Fulton, I think, still would have came across and got that. But, man, the net kind of a little bit of a saving grace just in case there.
Yeah, I mean, Colonials definitely got sloppy there. It seemed like no one kind of picked up their man in our zone. Let St. Vincent kind of ping the puck back and forth. Definitely a lucky break.
Luff on the draw, gets tied up. In to help is Noah Long, the as mentioned in his second game back from injury. Goes forward to Jones. Now to LaQuacha up high through the middle to Keith Kessler. Kessler coming in off his edges. Throws that one in. His line mates changing and both defensemen. Trying to find a pass forward is Radilla. Radilla on a break, fires, and saved by Fulton. Coming out of his crease to make that stop.
Yeah, Gunnar Fulton standing tall there. And this is definitely a matchup of goaltending today. And I would go as far to say is these are two very similar goalies. They're both very big, they're both very strong, and they both move side to side very well. So both teams you need the same thing. You need some more contested shots, some more shots that are going to generate rebounds if you're going to score on these big, strong goalies.
Baker clears that one towards center ice, backpedaling as Rosado. Off the St. Vincent bench, Hagen puts it right back. Turned over, and now a chance coming down. Shot coming in. Fulton snatching the leather, robbing that one away from Tyler Shigo.
Yeah, fantastic glove save there by Gunnar Fulton. Way to get up and out to the top of his crease to make that one.
Little flick of the wrist, making sure that leather gets some good work in today. Off the draw, Smith, clean win back there to Mason Hagen. Off the wall, Newton's the one to chase. Kept alive by the Bearcats with some steam coming down here. 54 in black, Alex Shell. Bodied away, Newton gets a stick in. Towards the blue line, it gets through. Newton racing it down against Bergman. Newton puts it on. Smith out wide, fires one, and that goes over the net of Amatucci. Might have caught a piece of the shoulder before it went high and wide.
Yeah, that's a fantastic hustle play there by Justin Newton. That's a puck that you think everyone would just let the defenseman get, let them cycle around, but Justin Newton wins the foot race there and is able to feed one across there to Parker Smith for a fantastic opportunity. He gets it again.
Newton for Smith in front of the backdoor attempt. Couldn't pull it off. Smith plays it behind the net. Rose the one to chase. Lays down the body. St. Vincent throws it through center. Backing is Parzinski. Gets a stick on it, battling off the red line. And will poke that one in to the Bearcat zone. Changing behind the player of the Colonials. Gets through Parzinski. Now coming down, shot attempt to the backhand is Shigo. Lets that one go. Fair catch changing. And Fulton, almost with an OBJ type catch coming behind to make sure he holds on to that one. Parzinski saying, oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I'll take that stop.
He stands really tall for that one. And that one might have arced up and in.
Yes.
A lot of times when you see a goalie stepping up that high to make a save, almost above their head, that's one that's going way over. But that one, he almost chipped it. Might have found its way in the back of the net if Gunnar didn't stand tall for that one.
Shot attempt almost goes there on the redeflection as Parzinski plays that one around, goes forward to Ermajati. Ermajati got some steam to him as he'll enter in. Chips that one low behind the net for Daniels. Couldn't quite get there. Parzinski stepping up on his backhand. Couldn't keep it alive, and now foot race coming back the other way. Jack Jones really putting on the burners to get this one back. Gets botted away there by Manalakis as a water bottle ends up spilling onto a couple pedestrians from that check. Parzinski sends that one along the wall. Turned over. Jones gets it back for RMU. Sends that behind the net. Ermajati has to get down. Plays the body and throws his man down to the ice. Ermajati really laying the big body on tonight.
Yeah, again, this
penalty coming up.
Looks like we might be going interference here against Ermajati. I think his only intention there was to lay the body. There was no intention to get the puck.
Let's see who they send. Ermajati is going to be the one. You're correct in that assumption there, Cosmo. 2-4 interference is the call. And St. Vincent will get their first power play attempt of the game. Both teams each respectively with one penalty apiece. One was a 5-minute-er, though, so a little bit of comparison.
Yeah, we'll see what St. Vincent brings here on their power plays. They haven't spent a ton of time in the offensive zone so far. So let's see what they can bring here, setting up on the 5-on-4.
Smith wins that one to Long. Long holding it against the wall. Smith comes out with it, comes way out wide, and will send that one the distance into the far corner. And Matucci out of his crease to play it. Newton applies the pressure. Working up now with the Bearcats. A good 15 seconds killed off that clock thanks to Smith. Newton to his own blue line, and will risk that one on net for an extra pad the stat, get a shot on. And another stop for Matucci. I think he'll take that as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely our top penalty-killing pair here for the Colonials with Parker Smith and Justin Newton out there. Two guys that have a great active stick. They're able to suck up pucks just like that. Able to clear it with ease so far. Colonials haven't given up much zone time.
Great work there by Newton once again. Long applies that. Newton comes in, picks that puck up, and sends it the distance. Almost turned over there just with some light pressure as the Bearcats really having trouble getting out of their own zone here. They'll get that one through Long. Here comes Holtzman. Holtzman gets crunched in the boards by Baker. Baker with another check here in front of our camera. Around this goes to Holtzman. Finally a chance to set up are the Bearcats. Rotating up high, shot comes in. Pad stop by Fulton. Kicked out to the corner. Up high, this will roll. Pass long stick. Into the corner for Zach Rodilla. In front, pad stop. Rebound is there and pushed out by Baker.
Yeah, St. Vincent definitely looking really dangerous with their guy set up in the high slot. He's been open on the last 2 shot attempts, and that's definitely where all the danger is coming from on this power play.
Shot coming in, deflected for the moment there by Rodilla. Stopped by Fulton. Smith one pressuring up high. Long has the man in front as he battles, and the stick goes flying and is now taken down as Rodilla's stick entered NASA orbit for a quick second there before landing.
Yeah, and a phenomenal shot block there by Smith, willing to put the body on the line to stop that one and knock it out of play. Colonials are able to get a change here.
Second unit will hop on for the last 22 seconds of this kill. It's Parzinski and Hagen, defensively with Zach Love and Ethan Bendekovic. It's almost the identical line 1, line 2, just without the right wingers.
Yeah, it looks like Colonials are looking to go onto this line 2 once the penalty expires and hopefully go forward here pretty quickly.
That is kept alive. Hagen, with pressure coming, turns and attempts to get it out, and he will. And now touched as Shigo did not realize that was offsides. Colonials will take that any day with only 10 seconds left to kill.
Yeah, this is where you think, do you think Ermajati's going to go right out of the box,
Yes.
out for a quick change, get John Betts out there.
You can see him already standing up ready to go.
Finish off the change for this second line.
Hagen hopping off with Jones coming up. Draws one to the far corner and now sent along the wall. 3 seconds and 2, and Ermajati will now be set free. Fulton leaves it off for Parzinski, sends that one along the wall, kept alive now by number 9 Horton. Into the corner. Met there is Shaw, sends it up high, and now the other way come the Colonials. Bendekovic gives it off to Love as they enter on sides. Love circles up high, looking, goes down low for the attempt, couldn't hit Bendekovic, and now here come the Bearcats the other way.
Yeah, this has definitely been a game so far of the coast-to-coast fast break, and that's what you saw there. Colonials out quick. St. Vincent's right back, and now the Colonials back on another odd man break.
Here's Love, enters in, fires one in to stop there by the netminder Amatucci. Standing tall, they looked like he wanted to maybe go for that pass of Bendekovic breaking to his right, but squares up for the shot with the defenseman coming back. Probably the right idea from Zach Love.
Yeah, I like the idea there. I mean, definitely his first shot was there to go across the side. I think that definitely would have been the better scoring opportunity here, especially since this goalie's been tested to be good with those shots he's able to square up to.
Left for Cucci and Kessler the unit, so LaQuatra taking the shift off here in favor of the other freshman, Aiden Forcucci. I got his first goal a couple games ago as well. Hagen couldn't get a handle of chance in front, crashing down was Manalakis.
And man, was he wide open.
Wide open. Hagen just kind of lost his man behind him. That's all I can really say about that one. Baker pins that one to the wall here. Chance comes in front, turning away with it as Capizzoli couldn't pull the trigger. Stick goes out of Luff. Can't get to a stick, now he can. And Fulton giving a little love tap now in front of the net to Logan Connolly. Here's Capizzoli. Goes behind, crunched by Baker. They seem to love hitting in those boards. A lot of fans need to start moving their drinks out of the way if they're going to keep falling like that.
And, man, the Colonials have definitely looked pretty squirrely on this St. Vincent's possession. I mean, really struggling to pick up their guy in the slot. Whether it's the defenseman marking in front of the net or the center coming back to help, they've really struggled to defend in the high slot.
You always say the moorings up top are the ones that maybe stop play. Well, this time it was the beam. The one to be hit off by Brandon Luff, that gray beam at the top of your screen, if we have it in there, is the one that Brandon Luff just perfectly hit to get the whistle there. Just weird sometimes where these pucks end up bouncing to. Off the draw, it's Daniels. Moves it forward here for this fourth line energy unit. Looks to clear it out of the Bearcats. They take it away, turning the other way. Going up against Jones to the outside. They'll get through. Crashing down his Motil. Sends it around. Into the corner, a huge hit thrown there by the captain Holtzman against Daniels. Ermajati couldn't get there, but gets on sides and keeps the puck in for the moment. Rendelik turns it to the corner. Daniels throws a huge body against Holtzman. Long off to Jones. Thrown right back in. Vukman gets a skate on this puck bouncing at center. Off the bench is Newton applying the pressure. And what are they going to call here, Cosmo? Are they going to say offside?
Yeah, it looks like they had offsides there for the Colonials. Someone must have been a little deep in the zone there before Jones sent the one-touch pass in deep. Looks like the Colonials are going to get a change and go back to that top line of Smith, Newton, and Rose.
Smith stepping in. Had the majority of the shots has been this line and more of the opportunities as well throughout this game. Here's Rose, dishes it perfectly back to Smith from out wide, shot goes off the blocker and high. Thanks to Amatucci. At the blue line, stepping up and going flying is Parzinski as he had a little incidental contact with Anthony Rendelich. Rendelich looks for the clear. Smith applying pressure, gets the block off. Smith down low for Newton, and that'll hit off the netting. And with 10:08 on the clock, we'll get another stoppage, but an offensive zone draw here for the Smith unit.
Yeah, this is definitely the unit that's produced the most chances so far for the Colonials. Of course, no score on the board yet, but the unit that seems to have the most success possessing the puck in the offensive zone.
Smith falling to his knees, wins that into the left corner. Turned over up high to Newton. Newton fires one from out wide off the stick of Smith, but just went straight down rather towards the crease. Baker up to Smith, crossing the blue line, fires one from a one-timer, and that one wide of the net as Newton goes crashing into the end wall. Baker backpedaling. Sends it forward for Smith at the blue line. Now to Parzinski crashing in. Parzinski turning towards center towards Smith. And now Smith recollects up high to Rose. Rose fans on the one-timer. Into the corner for Smith. Smith on his backhand, working along the wall, met by two Bearcats. Sent behind the net now. Rosado looks for the clear, little help there from Mike Rodilla, turned over, shot for Love. Love on the backhand, puts it towards rebound, and stopped by Amatucci. And now will this be on net? It will. Perfectly on net. Nice job by the Bearcats on the clear. Oh, there was no.
Yeah, it was just off the post.
Off the post.
Yeah. Off
Ooh.
the post is still good. As long as Gunnar Fulton doesn't make a save there, we're still down and out for the icing.
It's a hard angle from what we have here, Cosmo. We're behind Fulton
Yeah.
by a little bit, so from the angle here, I couldn't tell if that hit the post or not.
Yeah, you could kind of just hear it go off the post. And I want to look back to the phenomenal pinch that Brian Baker made there to keep the puck in and definitely help generate a couple more scoring chances for that line. Definitely, the defensemen have definitely been very active so far this game in possessing the puck and helping to generate those scoring chances.
Betts couldn't get through the Bearcat defender at the line as long. He must exit as that puck rolls out. Betts can now pressure down. Bearcats defense playing catch, moving through center. Long gets a stick on it, and perfectly into that Bearcat bench, caught by Nico Manalakis for the fair catch at the 20-yard line. I'm trying to see, it looked like a Bearcat was down for a second. He seems to be good now. Was one of the alternate captains, I think 24, Logan Connolly. Seems to be good now. Maybe it hit him, not Manalakis. Shot from way wide, trickling towards the net. Fulton gets a piece of it. Long off to Hagen, back to Long. Couldn't complete the pass. Bendekovic chipping down. And we'll send this through center. Couldn't clear. Love battling for it. Bendekovic will pick it up, the right-handed shot. Moves around one, comes out wide to the right. Toward the middle for Betts, crashing in. Rebound is there, Amatucci, and the Bearcat defense cleared out.
Wow, what an opportunity there. You saw the puck sitting on the doorstep. That puck looked like it had eyes for the back of the net, but fantastic save made there to keep it out.
Here's Betts walking down, fires, and that one goes high. The other way, and a huge hit thrown by Hagen, but getting back a possible 2-on-1. Going across, and the shot rolls off the tape. Bendekovic getting a stick in, and what do we got here?
Oh, it looked like Gunnar Fulton knocked the net off there, going to side. These taller, stronger goalies, I mean, they knock the net off a ton, and it's just the simplest way to say that is that they're strong, they're tall, they kick really hard off the post to go side to side, and sometimes the pegs just can't hold it in place. And I mean, looks like we've had troubles with that net the whole game down at this end on our side.
That's just the Olympic ice sheet for you, huh?
Yeah, I mean, with two NCAA teams back and 4 ACHA club teams, it's pretty tough to get ice over on the Clearview side, over on the big ice. So we're over on Olympic today, but we'll make the best of it.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do here. Betts attempts to win it forward to the point. Shot coming in from Rendelich. Rebound is there. Fulton solid rebound. And getting a piece of it was John Betts. Betts forward for Zach Love. And gets crunched by Holtzman at the blue line. Hagen skating it forward. Sends that one behind the net. Betts chasing down against Holtzman. Caught in the feet. Bendekovic's in there as well. Still trying to gain possession as one team here. Bendekovic comes out with it, goes up high to Jones, rolling off his stick, but kept in.
Able to just save that on the blue line. I mean, that looked like a play of inches right there. That puck was definitely on the blue paint, but he's able to keep it just on our side of it.
Bendekovic's attempt rolls forward. No Colonial in the vicinity to get the rebound. And now a chance the other way, trying to crash down, blocked away by Parzinski. Jones for Forcucci. Caught in the skates. Jones carries it forward. Off to Forcucci now. Across the red line, now across the blue. Dancing down, puck stripped away from him. Now the Bearcats come the other way. RMU's trying to pull off a couple changes, and they successfully do. Into the corner for Rodilla, blocked away by Jones. Jones stripped by Rodilla now. Luff gets a stick in towards Fulton's crease and goes wide. Nets off again here. I don't know what the problem is with that right peg, but it's just not wanting to stay in place. That'll go off a Bearcat, no icing, as LeQuatre now back on the ice, the one to full skate this down. Luff is back, so no icing against the Bearcats as he picks it up at the blue line. Forcucci at center, gets checked in the way.
Yeah, definitely. Game's gotten significantly more physical from this point on. Both teams very willing to lay the body.
And LeQuatre sneaks it under the pad of Amatucci. Somehow, some way, the freshman Joey LeQuatre makes it 1-0 RMU.
Yeah, fantastic shot there by LeQuatre on the rush. Puck just pops out to him. Pretty unsuspecting goal there. You don't expect a lot from that. Puck was kind of bouncing around in St. Vincent's end. No one willing to take control of it. A lot of the Colonials back behind the play. But LeQuatre's able to scoop it up, move out to his right side, right-handed shot, able to shoot across the crease and bury that one in the corner. 1-0 Colonials.
Cue Brass Bonanza, the new goal song. Joey LaQuatra's third of the year. And we talked about pressuring and getting those rebounds. That one I think just had eyes on it, just right underneath the pad.
Yeah, I mean, that one just snuck in. As a goaltender, there's not much you can do about that. That's just a well-placed shot. And I think it kind of caught him off guard. I mean, definitely in a kind of time of transition. No one was really well set. He's able to sneak that one in, and I think that kind of just shows the theme of this game that no one's able to really get set so far.
RMU taking the 1-0 lead around the 6-minute mark thanks to Joey LaQuatra, his third of the season, breaking the deadlock in this one. Shot from out wide coming in. Newton goes high and wide. Baker at the blue line will keep it alive. Baker sends it down low for Smith. Cross it goes to Noah Long. Long waiting, fires one towards the net. Rebound for Rose, couldn't get a stick on it. Now Newton up high for Noah Long. All Colonials now towards the net for Smith. Rebound is there, and Baker could not pinch in time.
Yeah, Colonials with a lot of time to move the puck around in there. St. Vincent plays a pretty passive defense, likes to pack it in front of their own net, so it gives the Colonials time to move the puck around the outside, and especially leaves their defensemen with more time to take shots through traffic.
Long chips that up for Smith, out of his reach, and that'll be an icing against the Colonials. He had Smith wide open, just too much on the gas tank there.
Yeah, it looked like just kind of an errant pass. I mean, the opportunity for the tip dump was there, but looks like he kind of just missed his guy, and now we're back for face-off in the Colonial zone.
Smith, Newton, Rose still stuck on, along with Baker. It'll be a face-off here between Smith and number 13 of the Bearcats, Nico Manalakis. Won by the Colonials. Newton gets rent down to the ice by Rendelich. Weekly wants a call from the bench. None will be given. That's assistant coach Tyler Weekly, I should say now. Kind of. Coming down, shot blocked away by Noah Long. Long with the reverse hit as playing the body and throws his man into the wall. No call there. They're really letting them play now.
Yeah, really. I mean, that's taking that one pretty fast and loose. Long was puck was pretty far gone before he throws this guy down.
Daniels fires one, blocked away, rebound for himself, couldn't get in time, and now with 4:30 left on the clock, here come the Bearcats. Working down to the backhand, Parzinski falls, but the pass goes wide, going towards the net of Fulton. Daniels lines up his man with a nice little hit at center ice.
Daniels, what a guy. He's always willing to lay the body. I feel like he takes a lot of hits as well, too. And St. Vincent converts on that. They kind of found the puck, and again, a time of transition. Not a lot of guys home. They're able to feed that one across the crease and bury it.
I believe Parzinski or Hagen just lost their guy coming across. Fulkman had to get back really quickly, and Logan Connolly on the back doorstep for his 6th of the season will tie this one up at 1.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of just shows the quickness of the St. Vincent Bearcats there. Definitely flipped that one around quick, caught the Colonials on their heels, and were able to bury it. Cross crease pass, back of the net.
All knotted up at 1. It was 0-0 for the first, 34, 36 minutes of this game. And now 2 goals in a matter of minutes. Menelakos. And the shot will sneak through. Somehow with eyes, the Colonials get that one right back off the stick of Zachary Love. He's been due. And there it is, responding quickly to the St. Vincent goal.
Yeah, Zach Love absolutely buries that one. Colonials win the draw, work it wide to him. He kind of carries it into the zone with not a lot of pace. Goes down, and I guess that puck had eyes because that was not a very competitive shot, I would say. Didn't look like he put a lot on that one.
Yeah, just a very light shot on net. Caught Amatucci off guard. And all of a sudden here, Cosmo, we might have a little bit of a shootout going.
Yeah, I mean, are the floodgates opened at this point?
Jones picks it forward for Bendekovic. Trying to get around. Jack Jones with a primary assist. And Brian Baker, 2 defensive points on that one, something we're not used to really seeing, but the official goal reading on that one will be Zach Love, his 3rd of the season, assisted by Jack Jones and the captain, Brian Baker.
Yeah, Zach Love, you could say he got him with the off-speed there.
Yes. It kind of was. I mean,
yeah.
He's kind of like knuckled off of his little bit of floater, as you like to call it, Cosmo, towards the crease.
Yeah, it looks like
went it.
Yeah, got him on that glove hand, too, which has been great so far, surprisingly.
Here's Jones. We'll send that one in. Had the red line, avoids the icing. LaQuatra towards center. That'll be picked off. Chance the other way for Tyler Shigo. Works out wide against Baker. Shigo turning back. Shot coming in. Pad stopped by Fulton, kicking off the skate.
And that one misses just wide. They had a guy on the doorstep. Looked like he was going to poke that one home, but just a matter of inches there.
LaQuatra coming down against 2-3 Bearcats. Gets dragged down. No call. Luff. Pinning it along the penalty box door. In there as well as Kessler. LaQuatra waiting out wide to the left. Defenseman Baker to the right. Eventually comes out. And into the Colonial bench is Coach Riffner, who does lift, gets out of the way.
Yeah, it looks like he just ducked out of the way of that one. He had his head on a swivel there, able to dodge that. Looks like we'll be going to a defensive zone draw for the Bearcats.
Yeah, all the way back. There it goes. Now they'll move it. Under 3 minutes to go. 2-1 RMU. 3 goals in about 3 minutes. RMU got it going. Right back come the Bearcats, and then RMU literally 20 seconds later puts it in.
Yeah, pretty much right off the draw after the goal, Colonials are able to convert it. That's a great way to keep your head up as a team. Instead of getting down, getting frustrated, Colonials are able to come right back from that one.
And there's a shot coming wide. Connolly gets a little taken down there. And now somehow squeezing through is LaQuatra as he gets in a little bit of a hitting battle. And now Luff thrown down from behind. LaQuatra dancing to the backhand. Still having possession towards the net. Backhand attempt stopped by Amatucci on Kessler. And there'll be a penalty coming up to the Bearcats, as there's a couple plays we can point a finger to there, Cosmo, on a possible penalty. Yeah,
it looks like Kessler got hauled down behind the net. Referee signals for a cross check.
Yes.
I'd figure that's what they're calling there, as he got hauled down on his way to the net. But I mean, I didn't really see a good two-hand shove there.
It looks like Dino Capazzoli, I think, is the guilty party. I saw a 2 at least. I'm not sure if it was a 2 something. But penalty for the Bearcats. It might have been the Kessler play. It could have been the LaQuatra play along the wall. Like I said, there's a couple fingers we can point at, but they got at least one.
Yeah, definitely a good couple seconds of pretty sloppy, bad hockey there. But Colonials works out for them. They're up on the power play for pretty much the remainder of this period.
LaQuatra takes the draw, wins that back to Luke Rose. Sends it down low to Newton. Newton works this one up high. Down along the corner. It'll be 24, Connolly. I knew I saw 2 at least. I'm half right. Smith across for Newton. Into the corner now, has to chase it down. Rose stepping up from his defensive position. That'll roll to the blue line. And now Smith has to get back defensively, working against the fellow number 9, and he gets lit up by a couple of Colonials. Newton looks to chip forward. Turned over to Manalakis. Manalakis into the corner. Picked up now by Smith. Smith gets across center. Goes out wide to Newton. Crosses the blue line. Turns. Gives it off to Smith. Can't quite get it through. Newton goes all the way across. Kessler fires one trickling towards the net rebound. Stuck away by Amatucci. Smith gets this one down here. About a minute and 24 seconds to go on this power play. Or a minute on the penalty clock, a minute 20 in the period. Smith out wide fires, and the field goal is good, as that went right into the score box pretty much there up high.
Yeah, Colonials definitely slow to get set up on that power play. Really struggled to string many passes together. Most of those passes were up between their defensemen or on the outside. Puck kind of got stuck in the corner there as well. Really struggling to get any quality shots on net there.
Minute 17 on the game clock, 55 on the penalty clock, so almost close to identical. As St. Vincent had a bold strategy of only putting 3 players on the ice until Zach Radilla finally makes his way on now to make it 4. I was going to say, you guys don't want to go down to a 5-on-3, but maybe it helps them better with less players on the ice.
Yeah, more space to work with, I guess.
Luff into the corner for Kessler, back to Luff up high. Luff works his way down, goes around to Kessler. Bats up high. Shot from Kessler falling to his knees. On the fan attempt is Rendelich towards the net. This will roll. Baker will come down to retrieve. Baker turns to the backhand, has Bendekovic, back to Baker. Baker caught in the skates, into the corner now for Luff. Luff behind the net chasing along with Kessler. Now it goes to Betts up high. Betts gets that stripped away, and now here come the Bearcats the other way. Kessler stepping up, causes the turnover, and now Baker quickly has to move the puck. Has Betts at center, goes back. Kessler fires one, and that'll go off a stick into the netting, out of play. We got 10 seconds left on that penalty.
Yeah, fantastic play there by Betts, though, to generate the shot from Kessler. Takes the puck out of the air with his foot, kicks it to his own stick, is able to feed a quick pass across before he takes any pressure from the defender. That's a pretty high skill play to make there, taking the puck out of the air. To have the depth perception, have the hand-eye to do that is pretty impressive.
They're going to go with an actual DP here in Parzinski And it looks like Baker staying on. Then the fourth unit of Bookman, Daniels, and Ermajati. Daniels for the wraparound would not go. 2 seconds and 1. And now Connolly is set free. Coming back. Shot coming in. The knuckler stopped by Fulton. Rebound is there to the backhand, closed off by Parzinski. Turning and shooting, blocked there. Baker looks for the clear, couldn't do so. Now eventually goes out to Bookman. Leaves off for Daniels. 7 seconds to go in the second period. Over to Ermajati. Fires one towards the net, stopped by Amatucci. And now Ermajati will get met there. Colonial down in front of the net is Bookman as the clock hits all zeros, and Bookman very slow to his feet.
Yeah, it looks like did he run into the post there? It looks like the net's off.
I think so.
He definitely went to the net hard, trying to crash in and get a rebound. Looks like he ran right into the post. Definitely a little banged up. His fellow teammates coming to attend to him. But yeah, I mean,
good here.
A period that was scoreless through the first 14 minutes?
Yeah, just about.
And then the floodgates were broken open now as we go into the second intermission with the Colonials 2, St. Vincent Bearcats 1.
Yeah, so to quickly run through the goals here, Joey LaQuatra got us going here early on, his third of the season, an unassisted goal. St. Vincent coming right back with one of their own. Thanks to Logan Connolly, his sixth of the season, assisted by Nico Manalakis. And literally 20 seconds later, the goal from Zachary Love, his third of the season, assisted by Jack Jones and Brian Baker. So that puts us at 2-1, Cosmo. And you got to say, there's a lot of questions going in the second period about shooting the puck and getting one past Amatucci. Well, how about two?
Yeah, I mean, couldn't really ask for much better than that. I mean, they scored on two pretty low percentage chances. But regardless, that's 2 pucks in the back of the net. Can't ask for much better than that.
For your RMU, obviously the Bearcats are going to come out with a lot of pressure. What is the message you think Coach Riffner is going to give to his team before they enter the third period?
We have to slow it down. We have to take a breath now and again. We can't come out going 1,000 miles an hour, head full of steam, whatever. You're going to have to slow it down, play your game, and play careful and play defensive in the defensive zone. We're not trying to go forward super fast. We're not trying to make some heroic play. Got to get the puck high enough the glass, get it out. We'll deal with it after that. That's the key. Can't let St. Vincent get set up and have any of those cross-ice opportunities that they've found most of their success from.
So at the end of 2, it's 2-1 RMU. In 13 minutes, a crucial third period with playoff hopes at stake. Coming up next. Welcome back for period 3. The Bearcats and the Colonials. 2-1's the score. Looking around the league right now, well, in the RMU system of leagues, they've defeated Carnegie Mellon by a final score of 7-2. A bad injury to Crawford Bosak took him out of the game, their leading goal scorer. On the D3 side of things, Adam Shirley has been ruled out of the game with the still being evaluated.
Yeah,
so we'll get the final assumption here soon.
Yeah, likely for a concussion there. Definitely best to take it easy with something like that again. So Adam Shirley, definitely all right. He's up and walking around the rink now, but he is out of his gear, so he will not be finishing this game.
So they're going to stick 5D.
Yeah, it looks like the Colonials are going to stick with 5D. That's what they ran for the majority of the second period. So I would expect them to go back with that because, I mean, it definitely worked well. They came out with 2 goals.
Yes,
so
it has so far here. And those 2 goals are coming from Joey LaQuatra and Zachary Love, both with their third of the seasons. Logan Connolly, the lone goal scorer for the Bearcat side of things. But this is going to be a rough and it's going to be a physical third period between these 2 hockey clubs who have a lot at stake before this Thanksgiving break. Yeah,
essentially this game is going to decide who ends the league in the top spot moving into that Thanksgiving break. So this is what the battle's for, and we're in the third period.
Here we go. Puck is down into the corner. Baker wrestling away with it. Puck comes out. Love moves that one along now to Bendekovic through center back to Love. Love with 1 goal already skates his way in, works to the outside. Bendekovic crashing the net, wrestling away with Rosado. And now Love taken down, and Bendekovic and Rosado still tied up. And Love looks hurt here.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded like Love took a hack there. But I don't know what we're going in for a penalty here. It looks like Love's going to the box.
It's just a trainer coming out, but Betts is going in the box. And I'm not sure if it was Rendelik, Rosado, or 54 for St. Vincent, Alex Shaw, that tumbled to the ice behind the play there. But Betts is in the penalty box.
Yeah, Betts in the penalty box going in for a slash. I'm not sure where in the play that actually happened.
There was a lot going on.
Yeah, definitely a lot going on. A lot of guys went down there, too, in a pretty quick period of time. Either way, St. Vincent going up on the power play. 2 minutes.
St. Vincent power play hasn't been successful thus far. Penalty kill is stud strong for these Colonials, and Smith looks to continue that with that one going the length of the ice. And the official call is confirmed there. Betts 2 for slashing. Leading the rush up here is number 9, Caden Horton. Turned over to Parzinski, sends it along the far wall, out of the reach of Smith. Looks to race this one down against Rendulich. Smith, hard check into the wall, takes down Rendulich with him. Fighting for it, Smith wraps around, goes up high. Newton fires one into the shoulder and stopped there by Amatucci. Oh, great work from that penalty kill.
Yeah, great job there by Parker to eat up the puck behind the net. Knock some time off the clock and almost generate a shorthanded opportunity there for the Colonials with a great centering pass there for Justin Newton.
Rendulich looks hurt here, Cosmo. He's on the bench, and he threw his helmet, and he's getting checked out now by the coach.
Yeah, definitely frustrated over there. Could be hurt. Trainer's still in the Colonials penalty box, though, so he hasn't gone over to assess anything yet. And a big rebound pops out in front for Forcucci. He can't send it home.
Good to see Forcucci get on this penalty kill. A lot of faith in the young freshman with Betts being in the penalty box to get him some meaningful playing time in this game. Forcucci, as mentioned, fresh off of a first career goal just games ago. Shot coming in, rebounded. Fulton lays down to take that one away and get the stoppage.
Wow, and they look to hammer that one home there. He shot that puck with a lot of force from in tight, and Gunnar Fulton able to stand tall and stop the 5-hole chance there.
1:04 on the penalty clock. Face-off is one. Shot coming in right off the ground, and Fulton gets down to make the stop. Behind the net, it'll roll to Radilla. Met there by Jack Jones, pinning it against the wall. 2 Bearcats in there. Jones eventually plays it out towards the front by Long, and now the Bearcats recollect. Moves this one up high. Cross this one goes. Shot coming in, stands off the end boards. Looking for the clear. The Colonials going down on the attempt was Long, and then eventually cleared out by Forcucci.
Yeah, Colonials looking strong so far with only 30 seconds left to kill.
Long stepping up, and will clear that one down into Bearcat territory. Alexander gets across the blue line, sends that one forward. Between the legs, shot from Holtzman coming in over the net of Fulton. Goes off the back of the net. Fulton will reach around to get the stoppage here so the Colonials can get some fresh bodies on the ice. It's 17:51 on this game clock. 15 seconds to go to penalty. There goes the full sail change for both teams pretty much here. Bookman Daniels, the unit to come on, so you wonder if Betts is going to head off to the bench here after his penalty expires.
Yeah, you'd figure he goes off for the quick change. Looks like Ermagotti's over on the far end of the bench, so it looks like he's going to come off, finish the change for this fourth line.
Daniels tumbles off the draw. Bookman gets a stick in, handed away by Baker. Puck squirts out towards Fulton, laying down and gets a stoppage on that one, diving across to make the stop. 2 seconds in one. Penalties expired. Fulton way out of his crease, lays down and kind of sprawling to make that save, and he does.
Yeah, Gunnar Fulton absolutely standing on his head there for the last couple of saves. I mean, he's a big fan of the acrobatic save, and you saw that where he kind of laid across the crease to, I don't know if it was a glove save, I don't know if it was a kick save, but definitely something keeping the Colonials in this game.
Ermagiotti chips that off the wall. No icing as the Bearcats are back there. Bookman the one to chase along with Ermagiotti. Tries to close it off. Cannot. Daniels takes it away. Daniels coming down. Looks to go up high. Has Ermagiotti. Couldn't complete as Daniels goes crashing. Baker down low to Ermagiotti. Through as Daniels goes sliding across again. Daniels has been on the receiving end of a lot of hits here on this shift.
Yeah, I mean, he gives a lot of hits, but he definitely takes them as well. So definitely both ends of the spectrum there for him.
Close chance for the Bearcats, now picked up by Parzinski. Works across center. Drops back off the give and go with Daniels across the blue line. Sends that one towards the glass. Will stay in play. Bookman gets that one around. Tied up now. Love in there to help, fresh off the bench. Still caught in the skates, eventually comes out. Love looking, goes behind the net with this one. Crashing in front, and Daniels just got kind of thrown into Amatucci, I believe, here.
He looks like he got absolutely hauled down in front of the net. And, I mean, I don't think he was really crashing hard either. Looked like he kind of just skated in front and got tossed into the Bearcats goaltender. But he's up. We're out for a stoppage. Puck's going to stay in the Bearcats zone over on this left side.
I'm a little surprised with the no call here, but I guess they're going to let him play on, as Amatucci is not very pleased with the mooring, saying, hey, it's still loose. Why are we letting this go on? And I honestly can't say I blame him. To the point, Noah Long keeps it in, off of the neck almost, it seems. That'll take a weird bounce towards the crease of Hamatucci, rolls behind the net, and the clearing attempt will go the length of the ice, and that'll be no icing through Noah Long.
Yeah, bad break there for the Colonials. Looks like they were all banking on icing. No one wanted to skate back for that one, and then they sent it the length of the ice. So face-off is headed down to the Colonial zone for an icing.
Yeah, but they giveth and taketh away to the icings on that one. And Fulton, I guess, will come out of his save, and I guess you can give him a save on that one. Comes out of his crease to make that. So, yay, one more save for Gunnar. Even though the clock was stopped, you know. If he has to come out of his crease anytime, that is a save automatically in my book. Jones chips that one to the blue line, retreating back. And offsides are the Bearcats. And they eventually do call it as the fans wanted it, and this time they shall receive.
Yeah, a lot of quick stoppages here. Seems like either team is struggling to gain momentum here at the start of this third period.
Bearcats might have a chance here, working down. Shot rolls off the stick and high off the attempt of Shaw. Coming in here. Stuck away by the Colonial defense towards the blue line, reaching in, and this one will go. John Betts clears it out of harm's way for the time being. Love the one, the pressure. Through center off of Shaw. Long drags him down to the ice. Shaw goes into the wall. Goes into the corner, wrestling away. Jones wins that battle. Jones gets it again. Tied up in the skates with Holtzman. Puck scored free. Long looking to clear. Betts in to help, along with a couple other Colonials and Bearcats to meet him there. Eventually will come up high to the point to Rendelich. Good to see him back in the game. And that was just a straight-up baseball swing from Holtzman into the netting and out of play. Yeah,
another stoppage there. And I mean, again, a lot of stops and starts here in the first 5 minutes of the third period. Definitely not, I wouldn't say a lot of quality chances either.
Yes.
Not a whole lot going on. Even though the Colonials were down on the penalty kill for 2 minutes towards the start of it, still not a ton going on here towards the start.
I don't know if it was just me here at Cosmo, but I feel like it just got colder. I don't know why. I feel like the wind just kind of like started blowing down on us.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the side of the rink definitely got a little chilly here. after I walked down from the locker room after the intermission, definitely a lot colder.
Baker chipping in, gets thrown down by the hit by Rosado. Looks behind the net to Kessler, and we will have a hand pass called, I believe, against Kessler.
Oh, it looks like it was from Baker to Kessler.
Baker to Kessler.
Yeah, after he got taken down with that hit, he hand passed it to Kessler. And that's going to send this face-off out into the neutral zone. And, wow, Baker's not someone who takes a lot of hits. Usually he gives them out, but he's not someone that gets knocked down very often. He did not seem very happy to eat up that big hit there.
Huge hit there from Luca Rosado. Parzinski tried to go back. Here's a chance for Zach Radilla the other way. Radilla with speed coming down and scores. Zach Radilla will tie this one up at 2. His 6th of the season will even this hockey game up.
Yeah, he's able to bury that one 5-hole after Parzinski makes a bad no-look pass there, turns that one over. It isn't able to track him down. So he's pretty much all free on the breakaway. Was able to make his move and bury that one. So, and now we're all tied up at 2 with a little under 15 minutes left to go in the third period.
Talked about him as the guy in the opener, as the one to keep an eye on for this Bearcat squad. And who else but Zach Radilla has done really well in his career against RMU, both D4 and D3. And not surprised to see his name get on the score sheet here today for St. Vincent. But for RMU, they bounced back pretty quickly after the last goal. Let's see what they got in him here. Newton sends that around to Smith. Chip to Rose. Stepping up towards the net, that is thrown. Newton chops at that one. Behind the net for Smith, looking to wrap around. Smith goes up high for Rose, and he throws a big body. And now Smith at the blue line, couldn't keep it in. Smith from way out will send that hard around the glass. Newton gets that one, chips it in. Rose chasing down. That'll go over to Smith on the far wall. Smith up high, off the skates. Shot thrown toward the net. Newton couldn't get there. Jones off a deflection, goes to Newton, up high, no one home.
Yeah, good to see the Colonials really laying the body early in this shift, able to make a good bounce back after they get scored on. That's good to see them keeping their heads high, keeping the energy up as well. Instead of some teams you'll see get down, kind of dump the puck in, lay back, but Colonials way to stay up on it there.
Rose, the man from Reykjavik, Iceland, as they'd like to say in the introductions. Back to help defensively on that one. Smith applying the pressure with the Bearcats holding now. They'll send that one forward off the chip and dump as a couple Bearcats will skate off. Jones behind the net, attempts to come out with it, he cannot. Vukman forces the turnover. Forward for Parker Smith, chips that one into the far corner, and now he will head off. Rendulich places behind the net here for Rosado. Now to Holtzman, one-touch pass along the wall. Bearcats will chip that in, perfectly played there. Exactly, I think, what they drew up to put it into the corner. And now eventually this will enter neutral territory. The speed here from Ermanjadi gets closed off. Getting back was Rendulich.
Yeah, he's able to almost convert there off an errant pass. Very similar to what the Bearcats did earlier.
Oh.
And wow, does he get blown up behind the net there.
Huge hit by Rendulich, and Daniels took exception to that one. Ermanjadi attempts to go up high, gives a little bit from behind to Rendulich, and he's not too thrilled about that one. Here's Holtzman the other way.
Yeah, Ermanjadi's definitely...
Oh, what a huge hit called there, but it'll be against Daniels for a penalty. And I think it was just more because of the run that Daniels took to get there.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Referee signaling for a charge there. That's definitely reasonable. Daniels covered a good bit of ice before he made contact and definitely didn't slow down for that one. But, wow, definitely someone willing to lay the body. And that's what you're willing to take there sometimes to keep the energy up for your guys.
See, the penalty kill got another one in them. They've had to be called upon quite a bit tonight so far. And hopefully they can get another one squeaked out of here. And, of course, it'll be who else but Smith and Newton.
Yep, that's definitely your top penalty-killing pair for your forwards. So it's good to see them starting off. It looks like Norm Riffner's going to call timeout here. Or is that for St. Vincent? Timeout called either way.
Somebody.
That's going to work out in the Colonials' favor. Give your guys a little bit of a break. Just let everyone take a deep breath. Now, for St. Vincent, that means you're drawing up a good play to start off your power play.
All they said was timeout. I don't know who.
Yeah, timeout.
Who took the timeout?
Yeah, timeout either way, but Colonials are going to get a valuable rest here before they have to kill off this 2-minute penalty.
It'd be nice to know if who, because I think that kind of draws up more what the ideology was of which team called it. I want to assume it was RMU.
Yeah, I would figure. I mean, that would be a good coaching decision there for RMU to call timeout here. Your best guys were just out on the ice maybe a shift or two ago, so they're definitely tired. Give them a little bit of a break before you're going to call on them again to kill off probably the vast majority of this penalty, as they've been doing for the last couple.
Definitely with the heads down, trying to keep themselves in check here is Ermanjadi. Just to feel maybe he comes on at some point, part of that second unit.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't see St. Vincent with the board out or anything, so I don't think they're drawing up a play. So that would make me think that the Colonials called that timeout to give their guys a break rather than St. Vincent trying to draw up something in particular.
Baker, Parzinski, Newton, and Smith.
Yeah, pretty much as expected there. Definitely your top penalty-killing four.
Yes.
Definitely the guys that I would call upon to get things done here at the start of this penalty kill. So let's see how much time can they chew off the clock for this penalty.
Shigo against Smith on the draw here. Smith wins that one back. Parzinski lets it go to Baker. Baker has some room along the wall. Rendulich kicks it to himself on the blue line and keeps it alive here. Back it goes. Smith tries to get the stick in. Shot coming in, deflected wide. Up at the top of the other point, sent down by Rowan Alexander. Caden Horton. Looking for the clearing attempt, and they, kept alive there by Horton. Very strong play from the freshman. And that'll bounce free. Here's a break for Newton. He'll hold up now as Rendulich clear cut gets that one first. But Newton says, I'm still going to take the hit anyway. Newton up high, looking, firing. Smith in front with a little chopper and couldn't get there. Now the stick of Rendulich exits, and it'll be even numbers coming back. Shot coming in, blocked, rebound is there, blocked once more, and Newton can clear it out of harm's way, and they can go off for a change.
Yeah, another excellent opportunity there from Smith and Newton there on the shorthanded goal, or the shorthanded opportunity. The last two power plays, they've generated something pretty close to scoring. I mean, I'd say that's about as close as you can get with Parker crashing in close and Newton with the shot pretty much unobstructed in the slot.
Jones with the full send down. And now St. Vincent has to take their time here to set something up. Alexander with a little of the crossing route eventually now gives it off to Logan Connolly. Connolly with some speed entering. Gives us one off to the middle for Radilla. Shot and stopped by Fulton. 36 seconds to go on this penalty. And that was probably the first good attempt the Bearcats have had on this attempt.
Yeah, that might be their first shot on goal for this power play so far. Looks like the Colonials are going to finish off the power play with Betts, Rose, Jones, and Long. So another pretty strong 4 that I would expect to hold down the fort here to get the Colonials through the last 35 seconds.
Pass is thrown over to the right corner. Back it goes up high to Alexander, controlling this one. Shot coming in from way wide and goes wide of Fulton. And now Betts can get in a foot race, but elects to hold off now as Alexander, the clear-cut first one to the puck, as we hit 15 seconds to go in the penalty. Turned over to Rose. Rose coming down, fires and scores. Luke Rose, a short-handed beauty, gives RMU back the lead. It's 3-2.
Rose, what an individual effort right there. Way to get on that reverse. St. Vincent tried to go D to D there in tight. Rose is able to intercept that pass, go on one-on-one with the goalie, and just nip that one high. Pops the bottle. Rose is that penalty kill hero for the RMU Colonials.
Just a break from that Bearcat defense just kind of collapsed on itself, and Luke Rose found himself an empty space. He's been snake-bitten most of this season, and now he finally gets one here on home ice. His second of the season for Rosie. Short-handed goal. The Colonials with new life. Penalty about to expire, and somehow on the penalty kill they take the lead. Taken down, turned over. Here comes Forcucci. Forcucci with the break, crashing through, works his way to the backhand, wrestling into the wall here. Puck comes out behind the net. Forcucci staying on it. Forcucci battling against. We hit 10 minutes to go here, halfway through this third period frame. Now the other way come the Bearcats. With some room to go off wide to Connolly. Connolly pushes it towards the net. Fulton comes out of his crease and will hold that one for the stoppage. 1 second under the halfway mark of this game. 9:59.
Yeah, I mean, St. Vincent definitely looked pretty dangerous on that odd man break right there. Colonials kind of did it to themselves. Forcucci tried to center the puck into the slot. St. Vincent intercepted and went forward with a lot of speed. And I mean, that's kind of been what they've thrived off of this game is moving with speed quickly off the breakout, and that's definitely that's cost the Colonials so far, and hopefully it doesn't cost them again throughout this third period.
The give and goes. The Bearcats enter. They'll drop this one back. Shot coming in. Goes wide over the net of Fulton. And did the net come off or hand? I'm not sure what was called
might have
here.
Caught the netting. I mean, it took an odd bounce off the boards. Gunnar Fulton looked almost beat there.
He did.
He went to the glove hand, and he looked at the net behind him after he took that shot. So that was definitely a very dangerous opportunity for the Bearcats about halfway through this third period.
Smith's line back out there. Warning to both sides. Puck is down, won by the Bearcats. They'll move this one back to Rosado, and he'll have to exit the blue line as that just rolled off his stick. Baker and Parzinski both back. Parzinski's the one to move it. To Smith. Forward to Newton as he enters. Newton chips it behind the net. That'll take a bounce almost onto the net of Amatucci. And now it'll be chipped back into the corner, pressured by Rose, coming up with Smith. And now Newton knocks it free. Newton, chip to Smith. Shot from out wide, Amatucci gets one down, and here's a penalty coming up. And the Colonials will head to the power play.
Yeah, looks like the Bearcats are guilty. Looked like a cross-check in front in my eyes.
Yeah, cross-check.
So yeah, quick flip there. Colonials going from 2 minutes on the penalty kill back on the power play. So this could really be the swing of things here. Colonials could go up 2. Could be a big difference. Or St. Vincent can kill this off and keep their hand in this game.
I think Luca Rosado is the one to take a seat. And the RMU power play is going to get going here. And Keith Kessler is going to be one parked in front of the net again, as we saw earlier in the game. Kind of a new thing that Coach Riffner has been trying out in this one. Here's Baker. Off the draw, win by Bendekovic. Betts shot coming in. Blocked away. Rebound. Betts. Couldn't find it there. Now Radilla has some room to work with. Blocked away. Radilla still holding. Fires one from out wide. Blocked away. And now working back is Alexander, who can push that one on net. John Betts. Forward for Brandon Luff. Luff standing at the blue line. Goes across now to Kessler. Kessler from out wide fires a shot. That'll go behind the net. Luff loses it. Continues on now. Puts it on his backhand to Bendekovic behind the net. Bendekovic circling. Waiting. Looking. Backpedals some more. Still wandering. Goes to left far side and stopped by Amatucci. Coming across with the glove and also taking that off with him.
Wow, what a glove save on that diving attempt across the net. It almost looked like he had that one the whole way. Really not a doubt in his mind making that save, but that's a high scoring opportunity on that one-timer from Luff. On that, just right around the goal line. Definitely a pretty low angle, but that was wide open, and Tenny's able to go across and make a phenomenal save there.
Love the chance, but what of the save there for Amatucci. A good read coming across to find him, the wide open chance. Here's Smith now off the attempt from the Bearcats. Got to move forward quick here, and he got Newton up the left wall. Newton throws across, settled by Love. Love turning. Looks to go up high. He has his man in Rose. Rose shot off the deflection. Rebound in front, and a glove stop made on the attempt from Joey LaQuatra.
Colonial's doing a great job of peppering the net on this power play. Definitely seems like they're more willing to take shots from the points that aren't destined for a goal. They're shooting for a rebound much more, and that seems to be working out much better in their favor this far.
LaQuatra wins it against Manalakis. Pinned up by Love. Love looking to move back with it. Now forward. In to help is Newton. Goes up high now to Rose. Across now to Smith. Smith working the top of the line here. Finds his man in Love. Love coming down. Shot. Rebound is there. Kicked away by Newton. Couldn't get it to his backhand. Love's the one to corral it now. 30 seconds on the penalty. Shot coming in. And a glove stop made by Amatucci.
Yeah, Colonial's definitely much, much better in their possession this power play. Usually I feel like they kind of struggle to get set up, string some passes together, especially ones into dangerous areas. But far different story for this power play from both units so far. And now we're back out to our first unit. So let's see if they can keep that high energy and put one in the back of the net in the last 25 seconds of this power play.
Bendekovic, clean win back. Goes to Luff. Plays catch with Baker. Back to Luff it'll go. 20 seconds on the penalty. Luff takes a tumble. Onto his backhand, skating away with it. Luff into the wall by Holtzman. Skate coming up high. Bendekovic gets out of there with it. Caught in the skate. Holtzman with a break the other way. Holtzman gazing down his Betts. Shot coming in. Betts gets a stick on it and it goes high over the net. Now Baker flips that one forward. Kessler getting a handle on it. Avoids the icing there. And we're back to even strength.
Phenomenal effort by Betts there to track back. Get a stick on that. I mean, that looked like it was destined for a goal, and pretty much what happened to the Colonials on the second goal that St. Vincent scored.
Almost a game saver, you could say right now. Kessler forced the turnover. Picks it up from out wide. Fires one to Trickler towards the net. And will roll behind. Randalik looks to clear. Met by John Betts with some heavy pressure. Goes to his partner in Rowan Alexander through the middle. That'll go right on net to Fulton. He'll play that one off to Noah Long now. Long looks for the quick up. He has Bendekovic. Bendekovic got a break. Bendekovic holding. Dangling. Fires one towards that. Rebound. It will go. John Betts put home the loose change after a beautiful move by Bendekovic. And it's 4-2 Colonials.
Yeah, Bendekovic, fantastic pass across the slot there to get John Betts wide open on the doorstep. He's able to ramp that one up and in. An even better part of that play is the fantastic stretch pass from Noah Long.
Yes.
He's able to collect that puck off of Gunnar Fulton from the icing attempt from St. Vincent, string one right to the tape of Bendekovic that generates that whole scoring opportunity. So big credit to him there. He's making things happen on that opportunity. And now it looks like we go to a timeout from St. Vincent. Their coach definitely saying right now that he's got to just pull their team back together.
Yeah, they definitely have to here. And that stretch pass by Long was absolutely tape-to-tape beauty. St. Vincent changing behind the play, and Bendekovic realizing it, gets open down the ice, and then you just see the perfect crash in front by John Betts right to the back of the net.
Yeah.
And a beautiful, we got to talk about the dangle there for a second. Whew!
Phenomenal toe drag to get around the defender, who was coming in with some speed, too. I mean, he made a quick move, got right around there, and just lets John Betts bury that one in the back of the net. So Colonials move in with a pretty big head of steam here. Up 4-2, 6.5 minutes left to go. I feel like at this point they've just got to keep the game in control.
Yes. So the official goal reading on that one will be Betts, his 9th of the season, assisted by Bendekovic and Noah Long. And those two assists you look at and you're like, oh, it's just another assist. No, these two assists were beautiful. Like, you could put them under the goal category if you really wanted to, of how perfectly set up that was.
Yeah, those were very, very well done. Just a phenomenal team play there by the Colonials. Started back with Gunnar Fulton distributing the puck up to Long and into the back of the net pretty much.
There's our third assist to
yeah.
Gunnar.
Phenomenal team play all around there, and that puts the Colonials on top 4-2.
You have to feel for Amatucci. I'm not sure how many shots he has faced, but you have to think probably north of 40 at this point.
Yeah, definitely. The Colonials were peppering him. I know they were up 18-8 as of the first period, but we did not get an update for second period shots. But, yeah, I would definitely expect we're up around the 40 mark at this point.
Off the draw, Bendekovic tied up, wins it back, moving it forward now with the Bearcats trying to dangle through, blocked down by Jones. Radilla tied up, puck squirting free. Radilla, it's bouncing around, and it'll go into the far corner for the Bearcats. They got 6:20 to work with here to try to get 2 goals to tie this puppy up. And I think for Betts, he's the one that scored the goal. He's also the one that saved the goal.
It looks like we have another penalty going against the Bearcats
that
here.
That is crucial.
High stick, and it looks like Bendekovic got it up high, maybe?
I think so.
He's the one that's going over to the bench looking a little banged up. But a Colonial definitely took a stick up high, and they're back on the power play.
Zach Radilla sits 2 for high sticking, and the Colonial power play gets another chance to possibly pull them back. You know, the power play has been, tonight, a weakness. Throughout the season, I would say, has been not necessarily a strength, but something, you know, has been decent.
Yeah, it's definitely been working for him. Maybe not in clutch moments like a big 5-er at the start of this game, but it's been working for the Colonials, and this could be their opportunity to put this game away.
Baker goes across for Betts, and that'll be poked free of the stick, flying in of number 9, Horton. Bendekovic holds this one back. Honestly, Cosmo, if they want to play this passive game, maybe defensively, I think it's not something you'd be opposed to.
No, it definitely wouldn't be a bad decision for them to kind of take this power play and sit back a little bit and work those 2 minutes off the clock. By the end of this, we're right around 4 minutes left in the game, and that's enough time they kind of hold down the fort.
That's a shot glove stop by Amatucci. And continuing on that thought here, Cosmo, if you're the St. Vincent coaching staff, say, you know, RMU doesn't capitalize on this, when is the perfect time, if any, to pull Vince Amatucci?
I mean, I think you got to pull him right around 2 minutes, a minute and a half, because you're down 2. You got to get 2 quick ones to be back in this game. And I mean, this isn't just any game where you're, oh, it's a win, it bumps us up in the standings a little bit. This is a game that we're playing for that top position in the league. So every second in this game has to be competitive, and I think if St. Vincent is pulling their goalie, it's got to be early to keep this game that competitive.
You know, honestly, it's a little bold here, but maybe 3. Maybe close to 3:15. Honestly, he might come out. Smith's shot there, a nice stop there from the netminder, Amatucci. Newton, the one squared away in front. Colonial's looking to cycle this one around. Newton not moving an inch. Newton throws that one through center, ends up going right to the opposing player. And Tyler Shigo working down Shigo out wide, fires one. Fulton making the stop, and will cover that up. A smart play from Fulton to not let that rebound come loose.
Yeah, good decision there to kind of settle everyone down. I mean, the Colonials have been guilty of the questionable pass on the power play, giving up an on-man rush. I mean, that's probably the 3rd or 4th time that's happened so far this game, that someone's made a questionable pass in the offensive zone that's resulted in an on-man break, and 2 goals today. Both the St. Vincent goals have been scored off of that as well.
You wonder here if possibly instead of maybe the 4th forward, they might want to put the 3rd or the 2nd defenseman out.
Yeah, I think that would be an advisable decision from Coach Norm there, just to kind of rein everyone in a little bit. You need 2 guys that you know are definitely going to stay at home and definitely keep things under wraps, instead of a forward who might get out of position now and then or give up that bad pass. So I would definitely say it's a good decision to keep as many defensemen on the ice as we can.
I don't even think the Baker-Parzinski unit wouldn't be even that bad, because you know you could at least get a little bit of offense from it.
Yeah, I mean, those have been 2 guys who've been pretty good at generating offense the whole year. So that would be my best decision. But right now it looks like they're going to run with their power plays as is. Looks like this power play is probably going to stay out for the last 20 seconds or so.
Right now it's 5 forwards. And now a couple will head off. Shot coming in, blocker save, rebound for Smith, turning, couldn't pull the trigger. Newton at center, collecting. Looking, Smith in front. Newton will cross with him. Newton works up high, killing off that clock. Fires one over, has Smith. Smith crashing in across, couldn't feed Love. Back to even strength. Kept alive at the blue line by Kessler. Kessler shakes off the check, throws across, couldn't find Smith. Stepping up is Baker, had it for a moment, and now St. Vincent will not be able to enter. Now they will. Under 4 minutes to go. I know it's early, but it might be time to keep an eye on Vince Amatucci here. Thrown down into the corner, Baker. The one to retrieve it back. And we're back. Oh, we're back again. Hey, guys. We're good. We're good. Peyton, we're good. We're good. We're good. And then we get a whistle stoppage here. I don't know what is wrong with our thing here today. Ah, the HDMI. Okay. Well, we're good now. Whistle stoppage. We'll get a defensive zone draw here. And I see Amatucci kind of coming up his crease a little bit. It's not much.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely early for him to lead the net now. But, I mean, he definitely knows he's going to be going soon. So that's definitely in his mind. But Right now, St. Vincent possession.
And a goal there from Holtzman up high and makes it 4-3. Right off the draw, feed in front for the captain Holtzman with 3:31 to go.
Yeah, and that definitely makes the Bearcats much more dangerous in this game. They're within 3.5 minutes left. Colonials are going to have to hold on here if they want to finish out. I don't expect them to get another goal. I expect us to kind of park the bus here. We're going to win this game 4-3 if we're winning it.
Oh, that's a high hope for right now. Goal goes to Holtzman, his third of the season, and now with 3:31, the Bearcats need just one to tie this game up.
And they're a team that can move quickly.
Yes.
They break out fast, they move down the ice fast, and they score on a lot of odd man breaks. So that makes them very dangerous at any point in the game.
Forcucci on his backhand puts it towards that rebound for LaQuatra on the backhand. That would not go. Amatucci, I believe, gets a piece of it. Up high to Jones at the blue line, sends it into the corner. Bouncing puck in front. Rebound. Forcucci gets a block on it in his equipment. Now holding. Works to his backhand. Forcucci tried to pull the trigger, and it would not enter. Now the other way. With some speed, they're going to move that one out wide. Shot coming in, rolls towards Fulton, and he will cover up with 2:49 to go. Oh no, camera went out again. I don't know what is up with that HDMI cord right now. Oh, we're back. Okay, we're good. Hi guys, we're good again.
Yeah, definitely having a little bit of difficulty so far, but
yeah,
the video quality's back now with the face-off in the Colonials' defensive end. St. Vincent's able to toss that one on net.
Good chance that'll go off the glass. Couldn't get it out as Rose. Shot attempt coming in, blocked away. Looking to work up high, 2.5 to go. Amatucci slowly starting to come out of his crease. Not exiting quite yet. Here's Smith. Smith gets it to center. Will dump that one on net and almost squeaks through. Amatucci laying down as Smith with a run and finishes his check. Other way, turned over to Newton. Newton comes up high, pad stop. Across was Amatucci. Looking for the clear. They'll get it to at least center. Baker with pressure coming, turning it to Rose. Rose will chip that one into the zone. Rosado moves that puck up. Has his man in Connolly. Goes through now. Rose sends that back to center ice. St. Vincent having some trouble entering. This time they will. Rosado puts that on net. As Baker with some time will lift that up through Rosado and avoids the icing. Oh, there will be an icing. And will Amatucci go here? That is the question. He's waiting, and there he goes.
So St. Vincent's going to go in here 6-on-5 in the Colonial zone. 1 minute and 49 seconds left in this game.
I had a gut feeling that he was going there because you saw him look. He's waiting. The coach said, all right, come on.
Yeah, so that's definitely dangerous opportunity here for the Bearcats. Colonials have to defend, and they win the face-off.
It'll go into the corner, tying it up is Parzinski. A couple checks thrown. Parzinski looking to move it out. It does go. Smith holds it, and he's a perfect bank. Colonials get a couple changes off. Pass moves forward through center. Holtzman blocked away by Baker. Rolls behind the net. Hit comes away there from the Colonials. Parzinski ties it up. Bookman couldn't clear. It goes around the wall. Baker chasing it down. Rolls down low. Goes behind the net once more. Looking to set up in front. Blocked away. Looking for the clear in front of Fulton. Rolls behind the net. And Fulton lays down for the stoppage. 1:10 to go in this hockey game. 4-3 RMU.
Yeah, definitely looking dangerous so far. St. Vincent's able to pop that puck in front. It was bouncing around. No one can get a stick on it. Ultimately, Gunnar Fulton's able to snatch that one up and cover it for a stoppage. But Colonials and St. Vincent both putting some fresh legs out here. This is where you want to have your best out on the ice.
Face off one. Rendelich shot towards the net and blocked away as Fulton got a little contact in front. Lifting the stick, coming out with it. Shot comes in. Rebound is there. Fulton lays down. Puck squirts free. Buckman gets it out to almost out. Shot goes out wide. Diving across. Couldn't handle the pass. Under a minute to go. Connolly in front. Shot coming in. Blocked away. Rebounds loose. Diving as Daniels takes it away. Caught underneath them. Puck still bouncing around. And Fulton stops. Parzinski takes exception to the whack. And we get a little meeting behind Fulton.
Wow, what a defensive effort by the Colonials there. Puck was all over the place, and so were the Colonial defenders. Everyone's trying to take a swing at that puck to knock it out of the zone. No one can, and St. Vincent's able to get a good shot off. And also, Gunnar Fulton was without a stick for most of that possession as well, so he's able to make a great effort there to not get beat. Face off to the left side of the zone with 42 seconds remaining in this third period.
Bendy's unit out. Baker into the corner. That's a smart play from the captain. Just put it into the wall. Kill as much clock as you can.
Yeah, that's a veteran play there in his 5th season.
Shot coming in, saved by Fulton, and that'll exit the zone. At center, they got to get this in quickly. Betts lifts the stick, looks to clear, goes off the stick of Rendulich. We got 20 seconds. Love trying to battle down. Rosado moves it forward into open territory. Pass comes in into the far corner. Back to retrieve Baker. Baker holding. Loses it to Parzinski. He's going to eat the clock now. 7 seconds. Comes free Bendekovic for the clear. High stick called. RMU elects not to touch it, and that'll do it. RMU comes out with a crucial 2 points in this one with a 4-3 victory over the 22nd ranked no more St. Vincent Bearcats.
Yeah, what a phenomenal and just a statement victory there for the Robert Morris University Colonials. That should cement their place in first in the CHE so far, and might even bump them up into that top 25 for the ACHA national rankings for D3.
It possibly does. You look at the Ohio game, and especially the second one, how close it was. Maybe the national rankings committee might take into account, oh, they handled a D2 team better than we expected, to say the least.
This game is definitely going to shake up some standings, both in the league level and on the national, but overall, an outstanding effort by the Colonials to keep things together defensively, led by goaltender Gunnar Fulton. Made some phenomenal saves there at the end of the game. Definitely the one holding the Colonials in this game.
The respective handshake lines, both teams will meet again later in the season in St. Vincent. And that's definitely one you're going to mark on your calendars if you're a Colonials fan, because you know the Bearcats at some point are going to be coming back for vengeance. And
this is a team that I would not be surprised to see the Colonials matched up with in the playoffs as well. A really competitive team that I would see going far in these CHE playoffs.
Definitely last year, St. Vincent, I believe, got to the finale game before losing to Cal U. If I'm not mistaken, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I believe they did make a pretty far run last year. Colonials were knocked out in the first round to the eventual champion Cal U. But RMU is able to avenge that, take the victory 4-3 tonight on the Olympic sheet of ice.
Wow, just an overall. That was a game that kept you on your toes the entire time, watching, probably playing as well. Man, it was just a very fun, eventful game. But Cosmo, we got to do it. 3 stars of the game.
Yeah, I'm going to start off with our number 3 star of the game, your goaltender Gunnar Fulton. He was able to backstop the Colonials, made some really crucial saves there towards the end of the third period to keep us in this game.
Go second star. Who we got?
Second star of the game, I'm going to go with Luke Rose.
Okay.
He was able to bury one late, kind of put the nail in the coffin. And then also, I feel like Joey LaQuatra. He's our number 1 star of the game.
Okay.
Freshman, able to contribute a whole lot out of someone you probably wouldn't expect a lot from a rookie. But he breaks the scoring open. He kind of set the tone for this game, kind of scoring a little off-chance kind of goal. But overall, a fantastic night for the Colonials. Able to take the victory in this game, 4-3.
Let's go through the scoring real quick. From the St. Vincent side of things, we'll begin. Logan Connolly, 6th goal of the season, assisted by Nico Manalekos. And then Zach Radilla, his 6th of the season, and Jacob Holtzman, his 3rd. On the RMU side of things, the goal scoring got started from Joey LaQuatra, as mentioned, the number 1 star in tonight's contest. His 3rd of the season. Of course, now he's the one that has to go to the bench in his rookie duties to go clean up the mess that they made. The second goal comes from Zachary Love, his 3rd of the season, assisted by none other than Jack Jones and the captain, Brian Baker. We love when Brian Baker gets points, don't we? 3rd goal of the game, Luke Rose, an unassisted shorthanded steal to give themselves the lead. And then the 4th goal of the dagger, John Betts, after saving a goal of his own down low, getting back defensively on the power play, puts home his 9th of the season from Ethan Bendekovic. And Noah Long, Gunnar Fulton, you'd think has another decent save percentage boost to his game. Batting around .950, I would assume now.
Yeah.
About a 2.75-ish goals against. Just about.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, another fantastic night for him, backstopping the Colonials to this victory. The Colonials' next game. Well, I'm actually not sure.
I don't know.
I'll take a look on the schedule. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's in December, so we got a little bit of time out. I know the next home game I think is against Allegheny.
Yeah, so, they're coming back against Allegheny. I think that's after Christmas.
Is that after Christmas?
I don't know. Yeah, we're looking out. We're looking out a good bit.
Ways. But for these Colonials, you're gonna have a nice 2 weeks off games now. You don't have to play the rest of November. You can relax, get your December game in, and then go on Christmas break, get the body healed. Especially you get the body healed.
Yeah.
And get back out on the ice. But for these Colonials, this is a huge statement win. as we've talked about. St. Vincent obviously going to drop in the rankings. RMU might come up. And you look at these other teams like Cal, a tough game against. IUP of one of the lone loss that they have. Kent State's a team that RMU has beaten. Also, St. Vincent has lost to.
Yeah.
This CHE is much tighter
Yeah.
than we thought it would be.
Yeah, league's definitely shaking up. It's anyone's game at this point. Looks like the Colonials up at the top, but they're definitely going to have to fight to keep their spot up there
It's
for the rest
not
of the
over
season.
until it's over.
Absolutely.
But in this one, it is over, and St. Vincent falls to RMU by a final score of 4-3. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy the week off. There'll be no streams throughout the next week or so. So enjoy time with the families. Enjoy the time off from RMU Campus Rec Sports. Andrew Komarowski. I'm Kate McCrory.